What's up, everybody? Welcome to another. It's been some time, folks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of True Crime and Cocktails. We're so glad that you're here. As always, I am your host, Lauren Ash, and as always, I am joined by my co-hostess with the mostess, Christy Oxborrow. How you feeling?
Great. We're dusting it off.
Dust yourself up and try it again.
Oh.
Dust yourself up and try it again. Try it again.
First you don't succeed.
There it is.
Yeah. That's what we're bringing into 2025. The same bullshit we had in 2024. And I had this heavy realization that I spend half the year anticipating Christmas. And then as soon as Christmas is over, I spend the rest of the year anticipating Eurovision.
That's right. You do have kind of two seasons every
I
year.
do. Good night, Hidden Ranch.
Oh,
Hidden Valley. Hidden Ranch. Christ, I fucked that. Good night, Ranch people.
yeah. Good night, ranch people. Dear listeners, this episode is episode 200 of True Crime and Cocktails.
Yeah.
Should all acquaintance be... I don't know if that's the right song.
And we don't golf unless it's Minnie.
Yeah. I did golf once. Did I ever tell you about that?
So did I.
When people find out I have a podcast, if they don't know about the podcast, they'll say, what is it called? And I'll say True Crime and Cocktails. And they go, oh, okay, great. I get what that's like. And then in my mind, I always think, no, you don't. Look, I don't want to toot my own horn.
Sure.
Because guess what?
Yeah.
I know the goods when I see them.
And Elizabeth Berkley, although allegedly she left before her senior year. Perhaps that was when she transferred to Bayside and had an enemies to lovers arc with the captain of the school's football team before breaking up with him for Graham, the guy who went to the school on senior cut day to protest the use of styrofoam in the cafeteria. Along the way, she got the lead in Snow White and the Seven Dorks, stood up for women's rights, got addicted to caffeine pills, discovered that she had an attractive stepbrother in New York, and joined a girls' pop group, which was managed by her childhood best friend and slightly sleazy neighbor, Zach Morris, who once briefly dated a female wrestler named Christy, which absolutely made up for the fact that I didn't get to hear my name on Romper Room.
Incredible.
But I guess Lisa is taking a page from Chumbawamba's book. As she gets knocked down, but she gets up again. You're never going to keep her down.
Christy Oxborrow, what a beautiful 200th episode.
Yeah, I really took us on a journey.
You think I didn't? I just went on a mental health turn there for a second.
Well, see, but you took it as like a beautiful thing to like people listening and like really heartfelt. And I was like, I got a crush on Chris. Like, I'm going to quote Chumbawamba. A little bit different vibes.
But remember, this is the balance that works, okay? This is the balance that works.
Yep.
We need a little fathers be good to you in order to justify the pour some sugar on me.
Wow. So you're the John Mayer to my Def Leppard in this moment.
In this moment.
Got it.
In our 200th episode.
Yeah. I've never felt cooler. If I'm being honest.
If I'm going to be honest, same.
I mean, we always get there eventually, and I think that should be the tagline for our show.
We always, True Crime and Cocktails, 200 episodes, we always get there eventually.
Oh, yeah. We, at one point, I think on multiple points in this show, we've referred to ourselves as like the listeners' aunties.
Yes.
We're like, we're your aunts. We're here. I think we've just really transitioned into their nanas. I think we're just the public's nana now. And it is what it is.
It's a fine line between a nana and an aunt. Well, I'd like to pitch perhaps a couple of names. Like perhaps I'm... Oh, thank you, Bean. Perhaps I'm Auntie Nana.
Auntie Nana.
And you're Auntie Grams. Like Teddy Grams.
I like that. It's just, I never know when something like empirical data is going to come up on the show. It's just, again, we've got we've got Blondie over there talking about, you know, just deep levels of science and like levels of thinking that are like, oh my God, like, have you ever really thought about that? And then you've got fucking Chucklehead Red over here. Don't love how that blowed out my face. Um, you got Chucklehead Red, who's just like, let's talk about sports. Sam also wrote and performed the love song Cupid, which is featured in the 1987 movie Inner Space, where Dennis Quaid is a test pilot for some super secret government experience where he gets shrunken down to a microscopic size and accidentally injected into a random goofy stranger played by Martin Short, who at one point has to help Dennis mend his relationship with rom-com queen Meg Ryan. Anyone seen it? Honestly,
Oh,
it's a favorite of mine.
same. Christy, do you want to say goodnight to the people?
Ugh. I'm gonna miss you so much, Frost and Therapy.
I don't know what that means, but
Those are my boys that got traded, and I'm really
that's the nickname for the two of them.
well, that their last names. If I was gonna go with
Oh,
nicknames, but I worried if I said Frosty and Beezer, I might get teased a bit.
oh, this is incredible. I'm just going to say goodnight to me because it's my birthday.
Of course. Say my question, and this is just a genuine health and science question.
Please.
What does zinc do?
I, I have no clue. I like that you're
Um,
managing to somehow pivot our overt Nana convo about supplements and how much calcium is too much. What does zinc do? I like that that's making, yeah, science. Very, very, very kind of you to say that this is science and not at all just two women in their 40s desperately trying to cling to life. I'm just sitting on these golden eggs. What?
I like that you like made like gestures like they were balls, you know?
I thought about that was my impression of a hen. I'm sitting on
Oh,
these
sure.
golden eggs. Like I had to make myself wider like a hen, you know what I mean? Like
Well, I took this as like wings
that was what
for the
yeah.
hen. It's just because of I love that. I also love that I said it looked like you're holding balls. I can't see your hands. I can see you from the elbows up. Like I don't know. Talk about
Well,
projecting. I was like,
l-
it looks like she's carrying balls. Like,
well, let me move my hands up. This is what I was doing.
okay, I was doing that back at you. So
But
it
that
okay. It does
those were
look.
the golden eggs in these hands, you know what I mean? But
Oh, I took that to mean balls.
some people call balls eggs. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
I learned that I am absolutely a lady of a certain age, um, because I saw clips from the Super Bowl halftime show, and the only thing I could think was those fucking jeans, man. I love them. When did that come back in style?
The Kendrick Lamar jeans.
Yes, and the internet. So many women are like those jeans, and I was like, thank you very much. And that's the moment I went, I'm a lady of a certain age, because so many women my age saw Kendrick, I'll say it, prowl across that stage, and looked at those jeans and went, I had a pair like that. They fit me like a fucking dream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, we have to go back for a second because I absolutely cannot make a comment about you saying he prowled across the stage. It's the perfect descriptor. I didn't
Yeah.
know it until you said it. It was a prowl.
The way his little shoulder hunch and the way he was like bat 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 or what fuck, I don't know that song. But the way he was doing it, his shoulders had a slight like he was like Bagheera from the Jungle Book. Like he was a jungle cat, like prowling through Drake's nightmares. My brain goes gumption, the holiday, Kate Winslet. Oh God. Lauren and Kate Winslet could play sisters. And then my brain jumps back and goes, don't forget Jude Law in the holiday. And then I'm like, oh, he is daddy. Of
It's
course.
a game only afforded to women over 40, and it's called Heart Attack or Heartburn.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there's been times, well, friend of the podcast, Leslie Seiler, for example, will be like, sometimes it feels like there's such a tightness in the chest that if you
Mhm.
just drink some bubbly water, it goes away. And I remember this happened one time when I thought I was legit having a heart attack. And she was like, "Do you have any bubbly water?" And I was like, "I only have a high noon. I don't have anything else carbonated." And she's like, "Well, it's worth a shot." Um, I love the idea that in that
Mhm.
scenario, thank God it was not a heart attack. But if it
Of
was, I
course.
would have had to say to the EMTs, "Yeah, I tried a home remedy of a vodka drink."
The game is, what would you be more embarrassed to say to an EMT? "I think I'm having a heart attack. I tried to cure it with vodka." Or, "I
Or,
think I'm having a heart attack because an athlete that I don't know in any personal way was hurt and I'm genuinely frightened."
Christy Oxborrow, how you feeling?
The world is empty and devoid of color and just everything sucks.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Christy
fine.
got some devastating hockey news today.
I
I
did.
have to tell them really quick because otherwise people
Yeah.
are going to be like gut punching, like, "Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
God."
Yeah, yeah. No, I love that I was gonna say, "I'm fine physically." I'm not.
Christy, do you want to say goodnight to the people?
I do. I'm fine. It's fine. Fuck, I'm gonna miss him so much. Good night, Scott Lawton.
Good night to the Lawton boy. I also have to clarify, Alan Ruck's performance, especially as such a young actor, was
Of
stunning. It was a
course.
fantastic monologue, but it made me feel things that sometimes I just want to romp, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you have to skip over the part that you know is gonna make you emotional
Right,
because 'cause
like
you're
the
not
times that I
feeling it.
fast forwarded through the Notebook, through the adult, the older version of them, and then it's
Yeah.
just a beautiful rom-com.
Yeah. Well, especially if you do the deleted scenes where he, like, takes her against a wall.
Blanche is here, everybody. Always great to see Blanche on the show.
He felt like an Elvis impersonator would be a lot of fun because the ladies would love it. I always love it's just the ladies are gonna love Elvis. And I get that I am a lady, but he also had a hell of a voice and was a hell of an entertainer, and that's not sexually speaking. So I feel like non-ladies could be into it. I love
He
that I'm
also had
trying to
a
justify it.
He also had a hell of a voice and was a hell of an entertainer. Is just yeah. You know what? Hashtag justice for Elvis. He's not only for straight women.
I don't
Sound
know
off
why
in the
this is my
comments, folks.
soapbox.
Are you someone who doesn't identify as a straight woman and do you like Elvis? Let us know.
Was he beautiful? Yeah, for a certain few times. Like a chunk in there. Uh, I don't know why I was like, "Oh, Elvis doesn't get enough positive press." He also
It's
literally
never
married a child.
yeah, yeah. Also, again, like I just don't know that there's a lot of people out there being like he was only popular because of the women. Like I just have never heard that narrative before. But
it they're really pushing like the women loved it, only the women. And I'm like,
yes.
I
Yes.
bet the men had a good time if they admitted it to themselves. Again, Elvis doesn't need my good press. It's fine. My
I
good
think
press.
right now he's somewhere looking over us just doing a slow clap, you know
I
what I
need to
mean?
believe there was a quiet thank
He's
you.
like,
Yeah.
"Finally somebody's saying it."
She gets it. Took decades. We finally got one.
I was a hell of an entertainer.
She's right. The
Both the women and the men.
Thank you so much. Everybody involved. Yeah. Because Elvis is for everyone. Christy, you've got to let it go. He doesn't need the press. He's doing fine on downloads, I think. Like,
He was on stamps. Like he's really a cultural icon. But not until today is he getting his real due, and that's what we do on this show, folks.
he was on stamps. Might be one of my fa- favorite things. Oh fuck, I wrote that down. You're right. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. I don't I here's the thing. He was fine. Like I didn't love him, so I don't know
You
why.
just you just a few minutes ago said he
Oh,
was
look.
fantastic singer. He was a
He was.
fantastic performer. Now you're like, he was fine.
Okay, okay. Let me walk that back. He was a fantastic singer. He was a hell of an entertainer. But I'm also like, what? Why is this the hill I'm dying on today?
Great. Yes.
Because if I could go back to like the 70s in the time machine that we're somehow going to get access to.
We've been talking about it for years.
For years. If I have to keep bringing it up at least once a year to give the OGs a chuckle.
Thank you.
So if I was given the moment, and it was like, this is going to go back to the 70s, you can either go see an Elvis Presley show or you can go see the Bee Gees. I'm going to see the fucking Bee Gees. Nothing is going to stop me. But Elvis was a hell of an entertainer. I'll still say that. But Barry Gibb? Get out.
What I like is that this has gone from like, I think Elvis is looking down on us. Now he's giving us the finger. He's like, fuck you. You're choosing the Bee Gees over me?
Oh, where in my head he's going, Barry Gibb, yeah. Like, even Elvis is like, yeah, I get that. I'd like to see Elvis hit those high notes. What?
The amount of airtime that just sauces have had on this show, I'd say from the beginning of the show, but certainly over the last few weeks is, I think other people would say alarming. I say a warm hug. I've never felt more at home. Is there a world in which we become a Spice Girls tribute act called the Sauce Girls, and it's just the two of us, and we do a sloppy job?
Yeah. The fact that there's 5 of them, and we're just going to be the 2 of us. So we're going to take on all of those.
All of the roles.
In one.
Oh my gosh. There's another song. 'Cause tonight is the night we order 2 for 1. We make them all food
related.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. It's going to be Sauce Girls, a Spice Girls tribute act.
Yes. And all of our songs are food parodies, and they're all sloppy, and we perform a sloppy job. Like the dancing won't be there.
Oh yeah, because I won't show up to practice. That I can guarantee from day one. I will not be there. My only question,
please.
How are we splitting this?
Money-wise?
No. I'm clearly doing this for free. I
don't know how much money the Sauce Girls would be able to drum up.
Oh, we're paying people to attend at that point. I was just meaning what 3 am I taking on?
Oh, okay.
What 2 girls are you more comfortable having? Do you have like a number 1 that you're like, I would absolutely want to be her, that you could personally be?
Someone mentioned recently that I have a Baby Spice vibe. I was like, that's the biggest compliment of my life.
Yep.
So maybe I do like Baby Spice and Mel C.
Oh, I see. Now I assume,
but I'm open
because we don't have money in this project. I assume there's no wig budget. So I'm automatically gonna have to be Jerry.
No wig budget.
Oh, I assume we're running to like Michael's or something to make the puppets.
It's gonna cost to transport the lazy boy from venue to venue. It's gonna be astronomical. We can throw a few wigs in the U-Haul if you need them, but I mean, like, I don't want you to feel married to it, is the point.
Sure. I also am starting to think, do I need like a burner laptop? This is just the kind of shit that I'll Google and do whatever on that laptop.
And let it,
like, once a year into the sea.
Yep. Or just wipe it, just like go back to factory settings once a year.
Yeah, I have no idea how to do that.
I don't either.
By now, in this weird, like, time shifty, the finale's already happened. But of course, where we're sitting, it hasn't happened yet.
No.
I can't even begin to imagine. I'm already annoyed.
There's just a lot to wrap up. We've got 90 minutes of programming left. Let's see.
And if you touch a hair on Chelsea's head.
Yeah.
I'll flip a table.
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw my body in front of hers to save
Yes.
her.
She's very pure.
She is. It's just, it was that moment where she looked at Walton Goggins and went, Scorpio. And I was just like, God, I love her. I just love
To be
her.
honest, you're going to love this statement. I kind of see a lot of myself in her.
That's probably why I love her and why I'm willing to throw myself in front of her.
In the last 21-ish minutes,
Yeah.
we've shaken our fists at the weather. We've talked about how we lose language, and now we're angry about grammar changes and the changes in the Microsoft Word interface. I'm going to
Yep.
say it. Folks, again, if you're younger than us, enjoy it while you're having it. Youth is wasted on the
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
I would kill to go back and not care about this shit. I would give him almost anything to be Chelsea in the flesh. Like go back, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be hot for no reason. Your
Yep.
back's going to hurt. You don't know why. You're not
Yep.
going to be able to remember what you ate the day before. And you're going to be angry at the snow.
Old man yells at cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not attractive anymore, which is what the internet tells me daily. I
Which
mean,
is in
I don't want anyone to
insane.
have a sex doll of me. Current, past, future, I don't want any of it. But now you've made me realize that this is something like Wiki Feet that none of us are able to avoid.
I didn't want to bring this into your life.
It's better I hear it from you.
Insane. Look, I'm terrified of most machines.
I'd like to start a list of like things Christy is terrified of. Teenagers is one.
Teenagers, I'm not lying, is I think okay, wait. I was gonna say teenagers is number one. No, teenagers is probably two. Number one is probably airline travel. No,
Mhm.
number two is birds. Number three is teenagers.
And is machines number 4?
Oh, probably yes. I mean, there's so many things. Oh God, yes, machines, strong wind, deep water. A combination of strong wind and deep water. Milk. Milk a day after it's expired. I started this list January 15th, 2025. And so every time I decided I should find like a hobby that really like is something I do that's like helps with stress and whatever. And so I started coming up with ideas and I would jot them down. And at one point I looked at the list and I was like, I should tell you this list. But then I've read it over. It gets it gets like, what makes you think you would do that? Where did that idea come from? The answer is, I don't know. But starts off simply painting.
Oh,
I've painted before, but then I was like, specifically birds.
what you fear? Your number
Yeah.
3 fear?
My number 3 fear, which the joke is machines might be above birds. We'll see. But I was like, why would I want to paint birds? Why would I
There's
want to do
something
that?
there.
So I'm like, I
There's
don't
a
get it.
yeah.
Well, then I was like, maybe birds isn't the right move. So then I was like, how about watercolor flowers? I've never watercolored in my life. So, but if I'm going to learn a hobby, I guess that's something to learn. Then I was like, forget painting. Maybe I'll make buttons because I saw like a button making machine on like Amazon. And I was like, I'll make buttons. I'll be like Deb on Empire Records and I'll make buttons. No, I won't. Stop it. I'll buy all the shit to do it. And then by the time it shows up, I go, and I just don't. And then I've wasted all this money. So no. Then I was like, you know what? Instead of buttons, learn how to make keychains. Christy Lynn. And this was because I love that I can't think of his name because I wasn't prepared for this. There is an artist in Portland who does these beautiful, like he does this beautiful art, but he started doing a keychain library. So people would like leave like little toys and trinkets outside his house. And he has a hand drill that he like turns them into keychains. And then he puts them back on this keychain library, he calls it. And people come and take a keychain, leave a trinket, whatever. And immediately I was like, well, I should get into that. How many keychains do you need? gonna buy a hand drill, Christy? What's going on? Again, I told you this got out. Oh, here we go. And then I lost my mind completely. Gardening, mainly dealing with flowers. I fucking hate gardening. I don't want to be on my knees. I don't want to be out in the sun. I don't want to be dirty. Like that right there means get gardening off your list. There's nothing about gardening that you like.
I'm dying. I'm just dying.
It's-
Also, insects. One of your big fears. You will
I
run
know.
into them in the garden.
And heaven forbid there's a wind, and then all bets are off. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, maybe painting, I need to let that go. Why don't I get into shoebox dioramas? I wish I was kidding. And to be clear, I'm not mocking any of these as hobbies. These are just, there's no way I would ever take the time to learn the skills required for any of these. I have no reason of why that came in, but I've got one final one that
Oh,
makes me
God.
think- like, where do you go from diorama?
Ugh.
And this is the moment that in the moment I was like, this is it for me. This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to love doing it. I'm going to get a lot of joy from it. And then later on, looked back at the list, and this was so out of the box that I went, no hobby. Just stick with no hobby. I was like, I can't do it at all, because what was the hobby I thought was going to be absolutely it for me? God, I can't believe this is real. Carving stamps out of erasers. That dark chocolate is the devil.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
not in a fun way.
Yeah.
Not in like
Not
the
in a fun way.
Not the devil's here, we're here to party. I don't think anyone's ever said that.
The devil's here. We're here to party. That's going to be the name of your like electronic house music hit. The devil is here and we're here to party.
This writes itself. I was just
Right?
going to start like twirling around some glow sticks. I don't have any on hand. Well, I actually think I have some in the bedroom, but
In the bedroom.
no, I know. I hate how that sounded. No, I have a closet in the bedroom that's like where I put gifts and things I buy that I plan to like give at some point, and that's where the glow sticks go. There's also school supplies in that closet. So
Sure,
again, I'm trying
sure.
to quote Justin Timberlake, I'm trying to take the sexy back.
I love pickles is the thing. And
Me
let's be
too.
honest. Olives, whether we like it or not, they're the upscale cousin of a pickle.
They're pickle adjacent.
They're pickle adjacent, and I'll say it, I think they're more cosmopolitan. I think they're more well traveled. I think they've probably read a little bit more. And that's no shade to pickles. But I'm just saying, I think, especially, a stuffed olive.
So pickles, community college. Olives, studied abroad. Is that,
Yes,
that was what
yes,
I'm saying. Got it.
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean,
pickles, tradespeople, very important. Very important.
backbone of the community.
Backbone of the community. Olives write about their feelings. You know what I mean?
Oh, Olive's journal for sure.
Yeah. Daily journalers.
Now, is there a difference between like the sweet and the more savory pickle in like the education wise? Like we had pickles, the olives are studying abroad. Are
Right.
is a dill pickle more likely to like top of their class than a sweet pickle?
I think so.
Fair enough.
I think so. I think a dill pickle, all business. Sweet pickle, romantic. You know what I mean?
I just like, I'm so obsessed with you. Dill pickle is all business, a sweet pickle romantic. Somehow it fucking makes sense.
But you know what I mean? It does.
Yeah, it
Like a
does.
dill pickle is like a strong and silent type. Okay. It's going to take a
Yeah.
lot for him to say he loves you, but when he does, he means it.
He
A
does.
sweet pickle wants to frolic in a park, wants to read you poetry during a picnic. You know what I mean?
A sweet
Is
pickle
like
might not call you back. He
Well,
might leave you on red.
you never know. But also an intense lover. Why? Why? Didn't need to.
You
Didn't
are
need it.
throwing it back
Didn't need it.
to when we got into the whole like sexualizing characters that didn't need it, like the McDonald's
But at least they're
McDonald's land characters. And
yeah, but at least they have like sentience. At least I was sexualizing something that had a brain and agency as opposed to sexualizing a different kind of pickle.
oh, who are we kidding? Like if I like quickly off the top of my head, like a cinnamon bun is going to be tender, a little sloppy, maybe not imaginative, but it's going to be a tender lover. A Dorito is going to flip me over, smack my ass, and never call me again.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're
Get
right.
into it about foods.
You're
Then
right.
there we go. Like a Cool Ranch? Fuck, they're not even going to take my call in the first place.
Oh, he's gonna give you a fake number.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Like a classic Dorito. He's down to fuck. The Dorito
No.
people don't want to say. I just want you to know I feel filthy for having gone after Doritos in the respect that I did. Um I also don't know why I was for whatever reason comparing a cinnamon bun and a chip.
Because you were backing me up for talking about a sweet pickle being a good lover.
You're right.
So
You're right. That was the moment I was like, "Oh no, I'm looking through the binoculars. I can see Lauren. She's in the boat, but she doesn't have her life vest on." And I'm like, "I got to toss her one of those rings. How am I going to do that? How fuckable are Doritos?"
yeah. And what you did instead of tossing the ring was you dove in. You dove into the water. You're swimming to the boat.
You're
You
right.
you put yourself at peril. And honestly, how beautiful.
Previously on True Crime and Cocktails,
Talk to me.
um we talked about my fears.
Yes.
You
Have you
commented
overcome all of them in a week?
I nope, I've added some. You commented about like, God, I'd love to just sit down and write out your list. I started air raid sirens. Yeah. As soon as I hear them, I just panic, even in their in movies.
Well, okay, that was going to be my follow-up, which was, how often are you hearing these in real life?
Only in movies.
Okay, fantastic. Now, listen, before we wrap this up, I just need to actually circle back to something which we don't normally do on this show, but I just wanted you to know that
Yeah.
during the record, before this final bit, we take a little break. And I took a little bit longer than maybe I normally did. And the reason I did that was because I was ordering you the stamp kit. So it's on its way to you. It's been ordered. And I've included 3 extra rubber sheets.
You did not.
Yeah. Food, it doesn't feel like food poisoning. It just feels like a constant, like, oh, why did you do this? You know what I mean?
You should voice a grumbly tummy on a cartoon.
That would be cute. That would be cute. I also have a feeling like it's a musical. I don't know why.
Oh, it has to be.
Right?
With all the grumbly sounds that are going to happen? Has to be.
Why did you feed me something that was off? I can't tell. You can't communicate with a cough.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
I didn't put it on my list of fears, but having someone I don't know touch my body in that way, no.
Huh.
I just the idea of a stranger's hands working my flesh just I can't. Like
Working my flesh. Well, when you put it that way.
that's how it feels. Like I just can't the thought of it like immediately I'm just like hot sweats, cold sweats, can't think about like oh I don't
Even
I
if
don't
it's a
want
woman?
it. Oh yeah, even if it's a woman. Like I
Huh.
don't think I could. Nope. Good for you.
I just think, I've had my text tone for Christy for some time been when she was trying to place the name of Michael Douglas and she said, pussy throat cancer. But I'm going to be honest, I might need to switch it out to working my flesh.
When I think I already did like an edit on my list of fears, but I had mentioned birds
Mm-hmm.
and I want to remove ducks specifically from that list. Um,
Wait, so all birds but ducks?
Correct.
Okay.
All birds, especially Canadian geese, they know why. But not, but I'm removing ducks completely because I know I've always been charmed by ducks. I like the way they walk. I like their little facies. I want to pet these ducks. I love them so much. So ducks are safe. All other birds,
Fair.
especially Canadian geese. You
What
got to
about
watch them.
not a Canadian goose, but what about a goose? Just a normal goose.
I don't know. I don't love their hissing.
What about a swan?
I don't know. I I think for me it's ducks are very low to the ground. I like that, and I like their little like waddle that they do, and I'm very charmed by that. And their down, is it down like on
Mm-hmm.
their little feathers? Their down looks very soft, and I want to pet it. I don't think I would pet a swan.
Really?
I guess.
I just feel like they're so majestic and I feel like they're duck adjacent,
Oh,
but maybe I'm wrong.
I
I mean, the
think
ugly duckling, the
I
swan,
can't believe I'm saying this. I think they're too tall. I would be fascinated to know what's my nug number. Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
many could I comfortably do over the course of an entire day?
I don't think I could do more than 30.
Over an entire day? No judgment.
That's 3 meals of 10.
Okay, are you having other stuff with them or just the nugs?
Oh, well, I guess I assumed we'd be eating other things. If we're just existing on
I thought
nuggets?
I was living in this example just nugs. Because I could do a tight 20 in just like a sit down meal if I'm just doing the nugs.
Sure.
So when you said 30, I was like, all day? That was shocking to me.
Well, I've always said that it blows my mind that there's never been a movie with David Duchovny and Richard Gere as brothers. Put them side by side. Put them side by side. Let me tell you a little
Richard
something.
Gere? Like
Look at him next.
Primal Fear, Richard Gere? I've never seen Primal Fear in my life.
Look at him next to a picture of David
woman,
Duchovny.
Christy,
I
pretty
love
woman.
that this is the thing you're pushing back at me on. I can't believe that.
Oh my God. Okay, Richard Gere. No, Gere. David Duchovny. I love that I tried to think of a movie and my brain went, oh, Primal Fear. You know that very famous Richard Gere movie. Is it? I assume I've never seen it.
It's a great movie.
I've never seen the movie. And I'm like, I guess now's the time.
Well, the only thing I will say is there's a 1995 BBC version.
Oh, Colin Firth.
Yeah, have you seen that?
I have not. I've seen
See,
No Pride, No Prejudice.
I think the Colin Firth one was like the bar that was set.
Oh,
So I mean,
who's his lady fair in that? I can't
uh,
believe that's how I asked.
Lady Fair. Who's his Lady Fair in that? What's the
It
math
has an
there?
8.8. Good God. Son of a bitch. Is this how I'm spending my weekend? Aside
Listen,
from
that math
Eurovision,
was wrong.
obviously.
I think that the AI overview needs to get a calculator. 327 minutes. 5.5 hours. I mean, here's the thing. People really loved it. And I think it was like, I don't know that people loved the 2005 movie as much. Don't come for me, folks,
Well,
but
and
that's
here's
just
now I'm disappointed that I didn't ask this before the weekend, like in the episode last so people could have had the time to tell me. Because now I'm like, well, which one do I watch? Because am I gonna try and binge it this weekend? Obviously, Saturday is kids sport and Eurovision, but then it's like, but I'm free as a bird Sunday. Am I just gonna watch that and then the movie and then be like, I can never Pride nor Prejudice again?
Here's the thing that I don't want to say out loud, and I'm so sorry that I'm about to. Do you
Oh,
need to
no.
watch them back to back and then report back?
Fuck.
I don't want you taking notes. I don't want
You
it to
don't
become a
want
work.
me taking notes? Do you not want me to enjoy this?
I don't want you to like feel like it's work is the
Of
thing.
course.
But, you could jot down a couple things if you needed. But again, like maybe we come back next week and you've got a report. Why am I giving you homework? Then this is for you, baby. It's going to be a wild night.
I couldn't be happier.
Fantastic. Because guess what? You don't got a choice. You're locked in this room with me for the next hour and a half.
Well, what? It's going to balance out because next week you're locked in a room with me to hear about Pride and Prejudice.
Listen.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful, and I think it pays an homage to our British grandmother's heritage.
Yes. Oh, I think it's worth it. Plus, it's Colin Farrell. Colin Firth. Jesus. I'm feral for Firth. That's what Hey, who's made
There
that
it
shirt?
is.
I'm feral for Firth. I mean, it's also possible. Will I start Pride and Prejudice Saturday evening? And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, Sunday, I'm like, finish it off Bridgerton. I'm gonna stay up late. I know if I start it, I'm gonna end up staying up late. Who cares? It's a weekend. You're an adult. Like, I should be able to do these things. The joke will be I'll start it and I'll be so invested that I'm like, I stayed up for hours watching that.
I could eat a peach for hours.
Yeah. Oh my God, I think I have my weekend planned. As soon as Eurovision's done, right into Pride and Prejudice. I could probably bang that out before I go to bed. Do the movie the next day when I've had a rest and time to like, how do I feel about it? And then just right into Bridgerton until people come back and they can't see what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Jazzed to be here.
I am also jazzed. I am also jazzed. I am also jazzed. Come on.
Couldn't be happier.
From the soundtrack for True Crime and Cocktails. It would be amazing if I put out a soundtrack album that's just the bullshit songs that I improvise on here,
I think you're going to regret having said it out loud.
First track, Christy, she is a science nerd.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. With a remix like 10 songs later.
There's actually 6 versions of Christy, she's a science nerd on the True Crime and Cocktails soundtrack album.
You're right.
For sure.
Yeah.
No fewer. We discuss, well, of course, we were talking Primal Fear, but we were also talking Pride and Prejudice. And I was specifically bringing up the miniseries versus the more recent film. And
Correct.
for some reason, I shoehorned you into watching it, watching both, and comparing and contrasting.
Correct.
And I'm assuming that you've probably understood the assignment and did the assignment.
Unfortunately, I took it too far.
And that, dear listeners, is why you're all here. It's why you came. It's why you stayed. She takes things a little too far.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. 4 full pages.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. My first thought that again, alone to myself, I said out loud, oh, horses. Very authentic for the time period.
Yeah, better than, I guess, motor cars. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, this is incredible.
I mean, I think it was at that moment that I went, were there any horses in the first one? I just felt like And I did go back and skip through the movie a bit, and I was like, is there a horse? There are. They're just not very prominent
Mm,
compared to what they were in the miniseries, but the miniseries had the fucking time to put horses in there.
right.
So it is what it is. Elizabeth and Darcy staring across the room at each other, eyes sparkling, everything else just fading away. I get it. It's very swoony. And I get it. I get why people are into this. Um, Also, so many atrocious hats. Speaking of so many catty bitches. I'm looking at you, Miss Bingley. Darcy will never love you or your permanent scowl, so sit down.
This is incredible.
This is what you get, folks. Colin Firth wistfully leaning in a window while brooding is why this has an 8.8 out of 10. Which leads me to a list. There's always a list.
Of course.
Of the times throughout the last 5+ hours of my life when Colin Firth's appeal increased for me as a woman.
I like this.
When he dove into the water, it was a lake or a pond, I'm not too sure. When he was fencing, when he was riding a horse, when he was using a walking stick, every single time he bowed to a woman, when he was carrying a candlestick in the dark, when he was brooding over a fireplace, when he was showing genuine concern for a woman, when he was offering a woman wine simply because she seemed sad, when he was forcing a dirty scoundrel to marry the young girl that the scoundrel was just using, when he had to duck to get through a doorway because his top hat was too tall. And of course, when he was wearing a top hat. I mean, look, am I going to add petting a horse to my, like, I don't want to call it a bucket list, but to like my happy life to do list? I don't know.
Happy
Maybe.
life to-do list.
Well, there are things like someday I'd like to pet a tamed duck.
Right.
Because I'm
Right.
not going to obviously approach one in the wild
No, that's
in
not
that way.
wise.
But like the ones where like they live on farms and like people pick them up all the time, I don't need to pick it up. I actually probably would prefer not to because I don't want to hurt it. I just want to pet one.
Mhm.
And then it's like I could pet a horse.
Oh, yeah.
I would be okay with that.
Summer's upon us,
Oh no.
and I got a targeted ad for a little bikini, a little bathing suit.
Oh my God,
And it's
is it for Bean?
oh no, it is for
Okay.
me.
Okay.
But as soon as I saw the top, I put buy, immediately buy. Just not even put in cart. I was like, buy now. This is the top. And again, we will describe these things, but we'll also send photos, obviously, or we'll post photos. This is the top. And
In a million years, I never would have guessed. Beautiful.
so as soon as I saw this, it just made me laugh. I was like, this is so fun. It says summer. It says whimsy. It says, to me, it says Lauren Ash.
It does. It really does.
Now, did I look at the bottoms? No.
Oh no.
I assumed they'd just be plain. And then I also like to mix and match too. So I was like, oh, if they're lime green, that'll be great because I like to do like, I could wear these with I have a checkerboard print or a black bottom, like
Sure.
I like to, so it's not too matchy matchy. But anyway,
Mhm.
it just arrived and I'll describe it after you hear Christy's reaction in real time.
I can't wait. I didn't expect wording. Oh God. Oh no. I didn't even go seeking this out. It came for me. Like it
Mm.
walked into my house and attacked me. And by that, I mean it came up when I was scrolling. It's a list of old names according to Gen Z.
No.
Ashley,
No.
Amanda,
Stop.
Jessica,
No.
Stephanie,
This is offensive.
Jennifer, Christy.
How dare they?
And it's spelt the way that mine is spelt, so I was extra offended. But like Tracy, Stacy, Amy, Crystal, Angela, Kelly, Lisa, Michelle, like I'm just like I'm offended for us all.
Okay, if you ask me old names, you know what I'm saying? Joan, Doris, Dorothy,
Yes, Clara,
Mildred, Mildred,
Mildred, that's a good one.
right? Ruth.
Yeah. This is a hate crime. When Mama comes in and wants to help with the demon hunting, I'm like, "Yes, please. I want Kevin Bacon and his mama out there fighting fucking demons. That's what I want." And I'm so into it. There's only 8 episodes of the first season and I'm only at the 6th one so far. Comes out April 3rd. They dropped all the episodes April 3rd. May 16th, they canceled it. I hadn't even seen it by May 16th. I hadn't even heard it existed. So my complaint, Prime Video, is number 1, advertise your shows. Number 2, give them a minute to breathe. Because I can only envision they were maybe not getting enough people watching this show that they were like, "Oh, well, we'll just cancel it." And to that I say, how dare you? Because I know there's 2 episodes left and that's not going to wrap everything up. And that's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
So to Netflix, Hulu, literally any other streaming service, for the love, pick up The Bondsman so we can have more seasons.
Well, I also love that the caveat for you embracing your love of ducks was proclaiming your discomfort / fear of all birds, and then realizing, no, not only do I not fear ducks, I deeply love them.
I do. I really, really do. And yeah, I love that it was so recent, but I already can't remember how it went to be. But there's already been multiple Google searches of like, where are the best places to see ducks? Because, and I know I have a park in the middle of my own town that gets the occasional duck, but I'm like, where's like a place where I'm going to be like surprised by the amount of ducks? I've gone on bird websites.
Have you started collecting pieces of old bread so you can feed the ducks?
I heard something about you're not supposed to feed them bread anymore.
That was a test and you passed.
We're like so close to like school out, summer vacation, sun's out, guns out. I don't know. I don't know what my
I can
problem
safely
is.
say that's the first time I've ever heard you say sun's out, guns out. And I couldn't be happier. I don't hate canoeing. It didn't scar me. I don't know how many times I've been in a canoe since then, but I would. I would get in the front of a canoe again. You couldn't pay me to kneel. You couldn't pay me to kneel and you couldn't pay me to steer. Well, here's the other thing. You wouldn't want me to steer because I can't do it. But absolutely, I'll get in the front.
I just want you to know, I already hear the merch requests for "You couldn't pay me to kneel."
Oh God! Listen, I think I'm getting. I'm of a certain age. I don't think we should have to kneel at all. And I understand the connotation that I'm making.
Knees?
I get the connotation that I'm making, and I'm fine with it. And you know what I want to say to whoever that little hoe was that wanted to yell at me that I wasn't paddling? What are you doing with your life? Huh?
I would pay so much money for her to be a listener of this show. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
I feel no remorse.
In 2013, there was a movie based on this case called The Frozen Ground. It starred John Cusack as Robert Hansen, Vanessa Hudgens as Cindy Paulson, and everyone's favorite kook, Nicolas Cage, as Sergeant Glenn Flothi. For those of you who are curious, my husband and I watched it for the first time earlier this year. According to our movie spreadsheet, he gave it a 3 out of 5. I gave it a 2. I guess when it comes to Nick Cage, my standards are impossibly high. I also don't know if you noticed, but this episode that we're recording right now
Uh-huh.
comes out on Canada Day.
Oh, Canada.
hmm Now, this episode, I mean, I'll get into thoughts about it later, but um, I went into this thinking Winnipeg. Okay, so this is all based in Manitoba. Not necessarily. But
Right.
I was focusing on the word Winnipeg, and I was like, who are some famous people I might know that have come from Winnipeg?
Oh,
Well, I have a list.
of course you do.
Of course I do. And since this episode drops on Canada Day, for the sake of additional Canadian content, I will add that Will, of course, is a Canadian actor from Toronto, I believe,
Thank
who
you.
is most known for Arrested Development, 30 Rock, Murderville, The Millers, Lego Batman, BoJack Horseman, and Twisted Metal, just to name a few. Will, who produced this documentary, also had a role in the 2009 family movie G-Force, which I only mention because it also stars Nicolas Cage. Was I originally trying to see how many episodes in a row I could organically mention Nicolas Cage? No. But for those counting at home, this is number 2. Am I going to make it to number 3? It's doubtful. But stay tuned. The Watchmen, aka
That's the way that I wanna be. I love that song.
I think the only one I know is Boneyard Tree.
You don't know. You don't know that one?
I I do not.
Zoom just asked me if I'm playing music. Just know that. And that's a damn honor.
That's amazing.
All Uncovered is the name of the song.
I don't think so, no.
If you don't know that one, that I will eat a hat. I will sit down with a fork and knife. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe you don't.
I'm writing down All Uncovered
I just genuinely love that song so much.
on TikTok, which I only know because it showed on the top. I don't because I don't have TikTok, but it showed me it was a TikTok and it was somebody that was like, Google your name with the word plush after. And I was like, that sounds fun. So I did it for me, horrified, and then had to scroll to find something not horrifying. So I've got a horrifying and then okay for me, and then the same for you. Because the first hit for both of
Beautiful.
us is I don't know who buys these, but no judgment. You do you. So who would you like first?
Well, let's start with you.
Well, you Google Christy plush and you get this. It's called a cutie baseball. I think it's a baseball for sure.
I don't hate it.
Oh, I do. I definitely do. It's the
Well, it just
super long arms for me.
yeah. I mean, it looks 80s. Like it looks like
Oh, it's definitely listed as vintage
yeah.
in the ad, and it's too clown-like for me.
I understand. I understand. I guess I was expecting something more horrific.
Oh, sure. Sure. Well, yours is coming.
I had a
Um,
feeling.
and then I was like, where's something nice? Well, apparently this is Christy the cat.
Ah, she's gorgeous.
She's adorable. Look at those little legs. And I'm like, I need to find her, obviously.
She's really cute.
And then I'm like, is this the only Christy the cat? Are there other outfits? Who knows? So, you know what? For you, I'm going to start with the nice one first. Apparently, this is a Gund Plushies Lauren Lafont.
Ah, cute.
Those little eyes are
I
killing
love
me.
it.
And don't worry, people, I will post these photos. Now, this comes from a website called the Roach Motel.
Oh God.
She's 8 inches tall,
No.
very chesty.
What?
Her name is Lauren.
This is an attack. I don't know if we ate enough churros when we were at Disneyland.
I don't think we did because
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain there was only one purchase. but like cinnamon sugar, just hook it to my veins.
Do you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, I should have known that. We did a cereal bracket over on
We
Patreon at some
did.
point, but
We did,
yes,
but I don't remember what one I picked at the end.
I don't either.
Oh my
I think
God.
I think mine was Captain Crunch, and I stand by that.
Oh, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. I'm just like, what did I pick? I might have gone Life cereal.
I think it was Life for you, yeah.
I do also like Cinnamon Life. So see, cinnamon comes
See,
back again.
what I like is you chose something so reasonable, and I chose a cereal that's synonymous with razor blade cuts to the roof of
Yeah.
your mouth.
Yeah.
What does that say about me? Hurt so good. See you never. It's chaos, folks. We're recording earlier in the day than we normally do, and there's a reason we don't typically do this. It's because I got cats puking on couches, I got dogs screaming at the door.
Mhm.
You're getting it, baby. I like it raw. You're getting it
yeah.
very raw.
I don't know that I could do a multi-day festival. Like an outdoors
Mm-hmm.
porta potty,
Mm-hmm.
wander around, not really a nice, cozy place that I can rest my rump. Fuck, I'm old.
Rest my rump. That is a new one. We have not heard that one before on the show. I'm
Just,
writing it down.
it's the joke that I don't turn on the microphone with the intent to age myself.
Yeah.
And yet, every time I manage to do it, I thought I was going to age myself simply by saying I don't think I could do physically a multi-day festival.
Yeah.
And then I had to go and talk about a rump.
Maybe I keep the full set pristine in the house and then the double is what I put on my bag.
That makes
Lauren.
sense to me.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Lauren, because I'm like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want, yeah, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, first of all, how am I going to tell the rest of them, sorry, I'm choosing this one to take on my purse?
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of them are heartbroken. That's the first thing. Second thing, what if it gets dirty? What if something gets spilled on it? What if, God forbid, it gets stolen?
Couple of things. One, you are the cutest human alive. Just know that. Toy Story really got to you, and I love it. Two, have you seen? You can get like the Labubu shaped clear case that they go in to go on the purse.
And then you know what I think when I look at that? How can they breathe? They're claustrophobic. How is it? It's like they're
Oh.
Hannibal Lecter. What? I'm encasing them. I hear myself. I know.
Now you can go back to Lauren.
Lauren, I know.
There it is. Oh boy. Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm not opposed to the clear case. I'm not opposed to it.
Sure.
But then I'm like, do I just want to let its fur fly? You know what I mean? Like, do I want to let the labubu?
Labubi. No. I
Let the
tried so-
labubu la libu. Oh, it's not my finest work.
Let the Labubu live, love, and laugh. Boo. Yeah, I get it.
Live, laugh, labubu.
That should absolutely be a shirt
Yeah,
that you own.
I'm writing it down.
because You've been cooped and I've been pooped. Oh, I
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
We're
You're
adorable.
listening to 95.5 Coop of the Poop.
I want my radio name to be Poop, though. Probably not.
No, I'll be Poop if you want. You can be Coop.
Just I'll turn it into something cute like Poopsie or something. Okay, no, stop. I can't
Listen,
Poopsie.
I mean, you could.
Somehow, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I think I'd rather be turd.
You're listening. This is 95.5. You're listening to Coop and the Turd. That's better than the poop? I don't know. I am someone who is known for playing a character on television. And I have experienced what it feels like for people to not view you as a real person.
Oh, sure.
They call me Dina. They think I'm Dina. it can be overwhelming and it
Yeah.
can feel dehumanizing. So with that being said, I'm the biggest fucking hypocrite on the planet because I'm in love with Dr. Robbie, the Noah Wiley character. Maybe it's also this point in my life. At this point in my life,
Sure.
I just never expected to see a show where I was like, oh, look at that. Look at him. He's nice. How beautiful.
The bar is
It's
low.
in hell. It's so low.
I know we're all on our own journey.
I can't wait.
I, within the last few minutes, became very proud of myself because I realized I came up with something I like better than turd.
And
And I worry once I say it out loud, I'm going to go, it's not better.
hmm.
Boom, boom.
No, no. Boom, boom.
It was immediately like, what, like, there's got to be like a cute name for shit. Like, what do sometimes people call it with like babies? And then I was like, oh, I think someone I've heard somebody call it a boom boom. I never use that, but
The only thing I associate with boom boom is intercourse, which in a way,
checks.
let's take a poll. Hey, listeners, when you hear boom boom, do you think poo poo or do you think wah, 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 Why did I have to make porn sounds? I've been in the house too long. I have not been talking to enough people.
But already so late at night.
Yeah,
Because I'll say it, we dicked around before we dicked around. Oh, there's no other way to say it. We just haven't, seen each other via Zoom in a bit. In a bit. I don't know what that was.
In a bit.
I don't know what that was. But I'm here for it. And then our start time got pushed, and then all of a sudden we start, and then it's like, well, have you heard this? And then we're just like two old broads catching up over tea.
Yep.
Piping hot in some cases, and then just
Piping hot.
And we dicked around.
We dicked around. We dicked around for longer than we typically dick around.
Am I taking us out of our way so we can see like a 40+ foot Ukrainian garlic sausage? Yeah. And if I'm willing to tack on another like 40 minutes on the trip, we can also see the world's largest mallard duck.
Okay, I have to be honest with you. The world's largest mallard?
Yeah.
I get it. Sure. Not the world's largest, but a very large snowman. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ukrainian garlic sausage is
Kielbasa. Yeah.
It's so specific. There is an energy that was captured in that photo, okay? He's got his fingers kind of in the bottom of the shorts.
Shit.
His head is tipped. He seems to be genuinely laughing. What I'm realizing in this moment is that that image is burned in my brain. But I think there is something special about that photo. I don't think it was just him being shirtless. I think it was like a caught moment for me that clearly has gotten itself into my soul.
No.
I think there's a contingent of people from that era, like anybody who saw Fear when it came out. Like if you were in the age group that you would see
that was appropriate
Fear
for that. Yes.
when it came out, I think all of us were affected by that roller coaster scene. Am I wrong?
No, you can't be. That movie is over 30 years old and I still think about it.
Right? I remember it in as much vivid detail as I remember that photograph of Mark Wahlberg.
I mean, look, is he terrifying in that movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you watch it and not realize in the moment how toxic and horrific he was to her? Of course. I had no idea. I knew he wasn't a good guy because the music let me know. Like there was some like uh, dark moments. I mean, and the dog, which we won't get into.
Wait, so
But
you're telling me that by the time the movie was over, you were still like, he's not that bad a guy. You still thought that?
um, no, not like the full end. The time, like once I'm so sorry. I love that I'm worried about spoiling it. It's been 30
It's been
years.
30
Let it
years.
go. Again, I probably haven't seen it in well over 20. But
Really? I
I
watch it once every
remember,
year or two, believe it or not.
do you?
I always
Good for
revisit
you.
Fear. Yeah.
Good for you. Um, for me, I mean, even when he was like the ink on the chest, pounding his chest, all of that, I was like, okay, he really loves her because I was broken. Was. Um, but for me, the moment where I was like, this, he might not be the right one, it was when he attacked her family at the house and killed the dog,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
which is like
I
the last scene of the movie.
Yeah, it's gone pretty far at that point. That's also when he's like beaten the shit out of her best friend. He's killed her best friend at this point.
Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
sexually assaulted her other best friend. And
Hmm.
throughout all of that, you were like, well, he really likes her.
Yeah.
Christy, do you want to say goodnight to the people?
I I thought I could do it without laughing. Sometimes during the episode, if I think of something, I'll write it down for this moment. I thought I could do it. You can do it. Good night, roller coaster finger bang.
Yeah. Good night, Milwaukee.
I was trying to think of something that's worse than, like, what's the worst thing you could have too many of? I can't go down that road because I'm going to be like rats, bugs, spider. Like, that's going to be,
You know what? The first thing that came to my mind, herpes.
yeah. Yeah. You don't want it once, let alone multiple times.
And it's for life. So good luck to yous.
Just for the sake of summary, you desperately wanted this show to be a thing.
With the fire of a thousand suns.
Couldn't hate it more.
Correct.
Disappointed it's ending.
Absolutely, yes. Long story short, they have the baby. They're spending more time together. They seem to be falling in love again. They get back together. We all loved this. She proposes to him. They get married. They love it. How beautiful. They're living their wonderful life together,
Mhm.
raising their child. They've got the cat, Fatty. They've got the dog, Scout. He's running his own bar. He's gotten successful. How wonderful. He wants to move to Brooklyn. So she doesn't, that's a nightmare for her, but she agrees. They move. Then one day he reveals it. He had an affair.
No. That was earnest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
For the love of God, she was Jessica Rabbit.
That's right.
I mean,
Has that been one of the ones you rewatched?
I haven't, it's on my list, but I'm so scared of Christopher Lloyd in that movie
I know.
that I don't know that I can. And the thing is, for the most part, he's so good in it. He's so terrifying. But it's when his voice is so high pitch and his eyes like bug out of his face that it has traumatized me since my youth. There's
I
only
get that.
so many, like a handful of shows that have fully traumatized me to the point where I can't go back. And that one is pretty big for me that I don't
I think
know that I can go back.
the big ones for me, arachnophobia.
Yep.
I didn't finish it and I never want to see it again.
I saw it in the theater, haven't gone back,
Oof.
haven't seen it since.
No. Not interested.
Nope.
No. And then E.T.
Oh, sure.
Now I have
haven't
gone back.
seen that in decades.
I have gone back, but I like to stop watching before he turns white.
Hmm.
When there's all the
Mhm.
plastic sheeting and they're doing tests on him and stuff and he's turned all white and everything, it's really disturbing.
Hmm. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna try and say it without fully breaking down.
Hmm.
Never ending story. I'm tearing at the thought of Atreyu. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. I remember vivid detail being in the basement. I remember the exact spot on the couch I was sitting in Yorkton, Saskatchewan,
Yep.
when I was like fucking 8 years old watching that movie, and the horse stuck in the quicksand and him pulling that horse. That was a moment I broke down, stopped the movie, and I've never gone back. I mean, I was so young at the time, never gone back. And I know people like it's a cult favorite, people really love it, are nostalgic for it. No, doesn't matter what happens in that. That broke me that I can't watch it to this day. Something simple, Sweet Home Alabama with Reese Witherspoon
Yeah.
and Josh Lucas, I believe.
Yeah.
There is a scene when I'm watching it, I skip the scene because it's too uncomfortable for me to watch. Because of course, Patrick Dempsey, and I believe Candy Bergen.
Candy.
Yeah, I've really taken to calling her Candy. I believe Candy Bergen plays Patrick Dempsey's mother, I think.
Okay.
But I remember, I mean, I have not seen this movie in easily 10 years, but I used to watch it quite a lot in my early 20s. But I remember it's the whole like she's like the small town South girl who makes a name for herself in like New York as like a big fashion sort of icon. And then Patrick Dempsey proposes to her and she has to return home because she actually got married like right out of high school and she never got divorced. So she needs her first husband to sign the divorce papers. So she has to go back home and it's this whole thing. But there is a scene where she goes to the local bar to like see everybody and she needs him to just sign these fucking papers. And she gets so mean to people, including Melanie Linsky, who I'm obsessed with. She just gets so mean and so rude that I get so uncomfortable. I cannot watch that scene. The second it starts, I just go boop, skip ahead that scene, move to the next one, and act like
Wow.
it never happened. Like it makes me physically ill that she's that mean.
Wow. You know.
We're just going to need to start whiteboarding. What are some thoughts? What are some feelings? What are some themes?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to like, because I of course assume, oh, this is why we got on the two themes to begin with. Because one, we chose a theme and surprised each other with what it is. The other, we were a couple costume.
Couple costume.
Fuck.
See, that's the problem. And then it's like, which are we cutting?
Yeah.
I mean, think about such fantastic couples costumes as Kurt and Goldie from Overboard, the boys from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Like these were fucking inspired.
Yeah. This is what this, and that's exactly what we need. We need inspiration.
Yeah.
We need something that we're like, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like on one hand, I'm like, I would love to see us do the Muppets. But on the other hand, I'm like, I can't paint my face a color. You know, if I have to be one of them, like, I don't know
You
that
can't
I could.
or you just won't.
I think it's for the best if I don't, because we know I'm going to cheap out on the paint. And next thing you know, it's not going to work out. I'm going to sweat it off. I'm going to end up putting like regular paint on my face and it's going to be a nightmare. I will put regular paint on my face. Don't worry. But it's going to become a problem.
Yeah.
I already feel it now. And I'm gonna like, I'll be like Tobias and I'll have like blue handprints all over the place. Oh God. Well, I'm gonna write it down. You didn't say yes or no, but I'm gonna write it down just in case.
Of course, I'm immediately like, are you Bert and I'm Ernie? But that's not, we can't think about how cute that would be. I don't feel like either of us is really a Bert, to be honest.
I was gonna say, oh, I'm more shaped for Ernie. It's the fact that I said no to face paint and then immediately gave 3 ideas that involve face paint.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That
The
is not
only
lost on
ideas
me.
so far
Mhm.
I've given involve face paint. I'm also going to write down Muppets just in case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Muppets, who would I even choose? It's so difficult.
It's a lot. I mean, we wouldn't have to paint our faces
I can't wait.
to be Statler and Waldorf.
It was the first thing that came to my mind. When you first said Muppets before, I literally was on the tip of my
Mhm.
tongue to say Statler and Waldorf, and then you were like, "Oh, but the face paint," and then it moved on. But that I kid you not, I had the
I-
exact same thought.
We are their energy.
Yep.
The only problem with that is put up with weeks or months of me texting you going, okay, which one am I again?
hmm
Because that'll be the joke is the Zoom opens and we're the exact same one because I forgot which one. Like the time you were like, hey, can we do 7:30? And I went, cool, that's 6:30 for me. And you went, hun, that's 8:30. And I was like,
That's not your fault, though. I've been going back and forth between two time zones, and you're always in the middle. Like that's not on you.
the problem is my time never changes.
Yeah.
Ever, because even when they're like, oh, we're gonna change things, our province goes, fuck no, we're not.
Don't go changing.
And I'll say it, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice not having I'm sure it's beautiful to have that moment of we've gained an hour, but when you lose the hour,
You know, the only thing I like about losing the hour is that
Hmm.
then it feels like Christmas is coming because
oh, sure.
it's darker earlier. And I always think about
Mhm.
like Christmas shopping is always like you go out to Christmas shop in the dark.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
like that Christmas shopping and the dark are like,
it's synonymous for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah. I don't want to Christmas shop in the day. I want to go out in the dark. I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
don't know that I ever really did a lot of Christmas shopping in the dark.
We did once.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, again, clearly I was in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively on that. But I hear you. I hear you. I mean, no one wants to lose the hour, but I guess for me that's like the little orphan Annie silver lining, you know?
Fuck. Annie and Daddy Warbucks.
Oh my God.
This writes itself.
It always does.
I just assume I'm Daddy.
I if you think that you don't want to dress in that costume and I don't want to be in a tight curly red wig, you're dead wrong. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Come on.
Oh, Bean could be Sandy.
Come on. I
Yeah.
think maybe what we need to take to keep in mind is like the words that are about to come out of my mouth in earnest. Jesus Christ, we're fucking yahoos. I think the thing we need to keep in mind is that we need to choose one that's simpler. We need to choose one, like if we're gonna do one that's gonna her response. Wow. If we're gonna do one that requires like extensive face paint or prosthetics or
Sure.
you know something insane, then maybe the other one is easy. And what am I even saying? Because we don't do anything halfway.
Well, and that's the other joke. Some people might be like, well, these are like a number of the things I mentioned have costumes you can go and buy. That's not who we are.
I only ever want to do homemade.
We're picky pieces. I don't know what this crab movement is that I'm doing, but we pick pieces, we build it to,
You know what that movement is? Under the sea, Sebastian, get it in there. You know what I mean?
Little Mermaid, writing it down.
Come on.
Okay, Little Mermaid, Annie.
I mean, what doesn't make sense is that you're not the redheaded child. Like it would make complete sense. All you would do is like tight curl your hair.
Oh, it makes complete sense to me that I'd wear a bald wig over the one person in this that's redheaded when the main character would be redheaded. This makes complete sense to me. Also, just know, Little Mermaid, my gut says Triton.
How are you gonna do that shirtless bit? You're gonna have to make a fake shirt, a fake chest.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard worse ideas.
I know. But again, it's like, that's yeah. Annie, obviously Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid, who's also redheaded. Oh, her father.
Oh my God, there's a real pattern happening here.
There is. There is. God.
I would have thought you might have gone Ursula.
Oh, I would like the attitude. I
Yeah.
think I'd get too deep into it that I would not come back out. But yeah, I'd like that.
The
But
idea, the idea that you'd go too deep into character for a cosplay.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
I mean, even looking at my list, Simpsons, there's not a chance I'm playing a woman.
No, you're Homer. We both know it.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I mean, my gut instinct of like, who would I ever want to be? Ned Flanders when he has the hot ass in the snowsuit.
you know who my immediate thought was though for you? Honestly, all this
I
is all
can't
jokes
wait.
aside.
Mm-hmm.
Smithers.
I do have a Smithers. Smithers would be an unboxer. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't.
There's a universe right now where Smithers
Mhm.
is unboxing little My Little Pony toys or something.
Yes.
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 You have a Smithers
Oh.
vibe, yeah.
And I mean this from the depths of my soul. I would love to go through the rest of my years with Shaggy energy.
Yeah. You and me
Because
both.
he gets in there like there's a
Gets low.
grit.
Gets
There's a
low.
grit in there that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a certain hour, like we're talking, it's like
Mhm.
9:30 p.m. right now. This is rolling the
course.
dice. Normally, I'm someone that caffeine doesn't necessarily impact that greatly.
Mhm.
I think part of the problem is that I know I've drank it. It's psychosomatic. So now when I go to bed, is my brain going to
Oh,
be like, I'm dancing a little dance because you drank caffeine?
I get
It's
that.
not really about the caffeine. It's about the, you
Oh,
know,
you faked yourself out. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well,
It's like a placebo effect.
I used to every night when we would like watch a movie, I was drinking a Coke. Thought nothing of it. And I was like, didn't have any problem sleeping. And then I started getting sleeping problems, but I'm convinced that's just lady problems and not specifically Coke problems.
I don't know if you want to start
Sorry.
labeling things as Coke problems publicly, but that's
You're right. Gosh, you fell asleep really fast. And he's just like, yep. He's like, what? You go to bed, you close your eyes. And I'm like, don't you like lay awake and like think about things and what are you doing tomorrow and what is this? He's like, I'll figure it out tomorrow. And I'm like, God, is this why we work? Because one of us just can't be stopped and is constantly like vibrating, and the other one is just so chill that he's like,
oh,
eh.
you can't have two chills and you can't have two vibrators. Now this is like Coke problems all over again. Excuse me. You can absolutely have two vibrators. In fact, some people prefer to have the choice.
He was like, a list? That's disgusting. Who does that? And I'm like, I make 8 lists a day. Easy.
And again, some of those are just for pleasure. You know, those
Yeah.
are
Sometimes it's write a list of all the lists I need to make. And sometimes, ooh, didn't like the way that one was written. I better write it out again for fun.
it's official as of today. The Lauren Ash Call Me When You Get This tour is being announced. And I've been sitting on this for so long to the point that I was like trying to broker deals with my agents being like, "Hey, but maybe we could like announce it a little bit sooner." And they're like, "No, there's a whole thing. There's a whole like everything has got there's a reason."
Course.
But anyway, it's been absolutely killing me. It's been killing me from the inside out. It's a Canadian tour. There's 10 dates in Ontario and Quebec. I don't need to tell you. You wind up dead.
We're knocking on their door.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We've
It
got
is
a
gonna
fresh
be
hot
within.
case.
I'm gonna. That's the rest of my life. Then
Oh yeah.
done.
Same.
Like okay,
100%.
my career's over. This is what I devote my time to. Like getting justice for this. Period. Without question. Are you kidding?
Yes.
They would get sick of me being on the news if it was unsolved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good luck. No fucking way. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine it. And like knowing that
if in this with these details, if it was my own spouse, if my spouse killed you and we
Oh.
knew that he killed you, but he just was nowhere to be found, guess what? Changing my name to Dog the fucking Bounty Hunter because that's the rest of my life. I will find him with my own fucking hands. Gladly. I'd be one of those when they finally found that fucking piece of shit. I love that I'm talking about a man that doesn't even exist, but it's so real for me right now. When the police drag that fucking piece of shit into the station, you know what I'm going to say to them? I'm going to say, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. I want you to turn away. I want you to walk away. I want you to get a coffee. I want you to get a phone call from your wife that you have to answer right now. I need 5 minutes. And I want you, and then you can come back.
I just want to ask, is this what Dog the Bounty Hunter's like? I've never seen. Or is this you've just morphed into something more John Wick?
I've morphed into something more John Wick.
I'm the puppy. And
You're the puppy. I'm John Wick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Look,
no,
it's
I
an
mean,
honor. Same. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, great. I'm gonna, and I said, listen, and you know what else I'd say? I'll leave no marks.
I think my favorite was how calmly you went, get a coffee. I think that.
Get a coffee.
Yeah.
It's ringing. Someone's got to answer it. You need to be anywhere but here for the next 5 minutes, and I need you to do this for me.
Mm-hmm. You'll leave no marks.
I'll leave no marks.
I love how.
Guess what? Guess what?
Yeah.
I lied.
Well, that's what you're gonna. They open the door. You come walking out, and that's when you go, "I lied."
Yep.
And he's just like a bloody pulp of a mess.
Yep. I won't kill him.
No.
Because I will not go to jail for that man.
Of course.
I'll do whatever. They can get me off. Listen, we've learned so much about voluntary manslaughter. I'm sure I could get voluntary assault and battery. You know what I mean?
Sure. Not when they play this clip in court.
Yeah, this is damning. In other news, Diet Coke seems to be in small supply in downtown Toronto, according to one woman.
Oh, you can't be alone here. There has to be other, Diet Cokies that are looking for. We need a name.
I'm shocked that there isn't a specific name for Diet Coke fans because here's the thing.
There are literally dozens of you.
I don't believe, personally, that there is anybody who just likes Diet Coke. It's you hate it or it's part of your personality. Like, I don't know that there's anybody who's just a casual Diet Coke drinker. We like to keep it light in the first half, which I think is our prerogative.
We like to keep it light and crisp as a Diet Coke.
Why did I go into a Price is Right theme song?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. But again, I'm still like 9 months later, not even. I think I started searching about a year ago, still looking for that fucking gingerbread cowboy little gingerbread stool.
You never got?
I never found one. I do not own any of those food stools, but
you got for some reason I thought you got the little ginger boy.
I never found him. Yeah. I never found him anywhere. So I hope that doesn't mean Ginger Boy's not going to make a comeback because I still dream about him.
See, that's to me when you know you need an item. Like if you can't shake it, if it sticks with you in your soul, then you need to have that item.
There's a reason we don't do drug counseling.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of finding one because I'm scared of it being in the car. I mean, obviously I'll buckle it. Ideally, I'm not alone so that I can sit in the passenger seat and use my hands as nature's seatbelt.
The quote, obviously I'll buckle it, is Absolutely adorable. I just have an image of you in the driver's seat and then the little ginger boy in the
Yep.
passenger seat and you being like, all right, let's go, bud.
100%. Although you'll love this. It might have to be the back seat because if something happens and that airbag deploys,
God forbid.
it'll crack his little hat.
Yeah, this is okay, I'm so sorry. This is like the equivalent of needing a rear facing car seat, i.e. it's got to go in the back.
Yeah. And now I'm like, do I also bring pillow? Do I? Just in case. Anytime I'm going searching for one, laundry basket, pillow, pillow, pillow on the, put him in there, pillow on top. Maybe packing tape around the whole thing just to get it home. Again, I dream about you, Ginger Boy.
Yeah, I mean, how strange would it be for a boy in his early 20s to not respond to two women in their 40s who talk about things like perimenopause and Diet Cokies? Christy, do you want to say goodnight to the people?
Um, uh, to Nicolas Cage.
If we lived in the same town, we'd be seeing each other at least 6 hours a week.
Oh, a day, probably.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say. I mean,
multiple
I
days a
didn't want to
week. Yeah.
seem too thirsty, but yeah, I mean, I would think
Oh, yeah.
there'd be many, many hours. So I feel like
Yes.
this is just, yeah,
Oh, if we lived in the same town, there's not a chance we're not neighbors.
no,
Oh my God. I don't want to I don't want to give us dreams and then not make them something that could happen.
I'd like to hear them.
The two of us being neighbors,
I'm listening.
but the backyard, the fence
Mhm.
in between, doesn't exist.
Yeah, shared backyard.
Yeah. So we're just like, here we go.
Perfect. We
Yeah.
that way we can go padding out, you know, in our slippers, padding
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
next door,
Yeah.
rapping on the back sliding door. That way we don't have to have the rest of the street see us. I mean, ideally there would be nobody else on the street.
I swear it was summer,
Mm.
like just a whisper and a kiss ago. I don't even know what that means. A
Whisper and a kiss. God bless
out
you.
of my mind.
Mm.
Which means I get to watch the game early and there's still enough time for a movie, for like a chill movie in the evening. And so that's my evening set and I love it. But once the time changes, then we're looking at games starting at like 7, sometimes games starting at 9, depending on where they are. And I'm like, no, leave it. I want the early games. An afternoon game, bless. I love those, but I get it. And it's not even, I'm not Nana enough that I want an early game so I can go to bed. I just want to be able to not lose out on my nightly movie.
I think what I need to comment on is I think this may be the first time ever I've heard you just throw chill into a conversation.
Did
Like
I?
you said, just a nice chill movie. Chill movie. I just am like, I don't
Oh.
think I've ever heard you use the word chill.
And I was worried I was going to come across as a Nana in this. And it turns
No.
out super hip. So I've also decided, and I'm not even lying of how excited I am about this idea. I've decided on a random Saturday in October. I chose Saturday because I don't want to have to leave the house to drive a child to or from school. I wanted where I can just not go anywhere if I don't want to. I'm going to watch all the Scream movies back to back.
I assumed.
Couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm so jazzed. I was like, how much time we talking? Approximately 12 hours. And I was like, not a problem. Not a problem. And I was like, I just need the appropriate snacks. So you need like a lighter snack, like a Pringle, a little gummy, so, like you need just like a light sort of thing that you can just like pick at. But then you need a heavier, like, are we gonna have a nacho? Are we gonna, have some sort of a pie? Are we gonna an apple crisp? Something. And then you need like a meal. So you
Mm.
need to like spread those throughout the right time throughout the 12 hours, apparently.
I
And I
like
couldn't wait.
that your snack list involves such light items as an apple crisp or a pie.
I,
This is
I
incredible.
I have been known to have movie pie.
movie pie.
And because to me, is popcorn a nice movie snack? Of course. Open the horizons. You don't have to stick with the basic huge. The huge.
The basic huge.
Yeah, I've lost it.
I think that what I'm hearing from I'm gonna be honest, I'm sensing a bit of a swagger from you tonight. Like I feel like there's a little bit of
Mhm.
there's a little like spring in your step. There's a little
Sure.
like, you know,
Is it
chill in your movie.
is it because I came up with, I'm sure so many people have done it, that I decided I'm going to do this Scream movie marathon and I'm elated.
Oh, I'm sure that's part of it.
And honestly, if Halloween was on a Saturday, I would just choose Halloween.
Not wrong.
But it is a Friday this year. And I know some people are probably like, then just do it the next day. It's close enough. No, at midnight on Halloween, my brain switches and you can hear the switch in my brain go from like squeaking bats and eerie sounding like wind to jingle bells and
I
snow
assumed
falling
sleigh
down.
bells. I was gonna
Yeah.
say sleigh bells.
Yeah. My brain, there's just something about it because as soon as I get up, November 1st, every year, my brain is like, well, I guess we're on holiday mode. Oh, because there's a moment that's like lyrics, they provide electricity. No, that was
No.
terrible. There is not a chance that YouTube is going to pick up any music in this episode. Wow. The intro is Shake Dat Ting, Miss Canna Canna.
That's
So,
it. Yeah.
so there we go. Miss Annabella, Shake That Thing, Yo, Donna, Donna, Jody, and Rebecca.
And what is the name
Nothing takes the swagger out of it harder than a middle-aged white woman reading the lyrics.
See, I can only do the early generation iPods. iPods. That's what they're called.
AirPods. AirPods?
AirPods. What was yeah, my God. Between you
I
trying
hope
to all that Sean Paul song and me trying to name an item of technology, Jesus, welcome to this middle-aged
Mhm.
podcast where two women just search for words that they've known for years.
That's the Wild Wild West. Then I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
getting.
And listen, I am somebody, listen, the way that my neurodivergence it manifests is I sometimes listen to one song on repeat for hours. And I know that's
Oh, I get that.
wild. But I think for me it's like what if there's a song that really tickles my fancy? Like what if I wake up one day and I'm like, you
Mhm.
know, who knows what it is? Choose any song, Lauren.
Diet
Green
Coke and
Day,
Lexapro.
Longview. Oh, thank you
You
for
didn't
choosing
even
one of mine.
choose one of your own.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Of course. And look,
then
you
what
do you if
there's
you
no way
want
to
Green
find
Day.
it on the shuffle. Like I can't get to
It
where I need to
is.
go. And then I'm just doing I'm skipping forever.
I have to believe. So everyone's just using their phones now?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're just walking around with a jukebox in your pocket?
A jukebox in your pocket. Well, that's kind of what you were doing with the iPod.
What's the idea that I was like, you mean your phone multitasks? That's what wrecks my brain because I'm like, iPod, one job.
Mm.
It's gonna light up your soul, and that's it. The phone, it's gonna crush your soul, but it's already got enough stuff: calculator, clock, social media, all like phone,
I just
camera.
I'm not trying to call you out, but the fact that the fact that you went to list the other things that phones do, and I think the first thing you said was calculator is the purest thing I've ever heard. Oh, what's your
I-
phone doing? This plays your music and does your math?
And now I have to figure out
Oh.
again. I'm like, is this a party one? Is this a hey everyone, I'm
Mhm.
here and I'm ready to party? Or is it like, you know, I'm a sad girl. What is it?
I wish there was a shirt that actually said out loud, "I'm here to party." That's adorable. Um, Now I don't know what you've purchased. Have you purchased any that are like I heart me, but like en français?
Damn it. I should get a French one. You're right. Shit.
Only French shirts I've seen recently is I believe I saw one that I've seen multiple times before, but I think it just says J'aime maple syrup.
Oh,
And I was like,
cute.
I respect that. But yeah, I don't I assume there's sass in French somewhere.
Oh, I feel like the French created sass.
That is
Feels
probably
cultural.
accurate. Yeah.
Feels cultural.
Yeah.
Now, if it was to say I heart me, like the one I wore before, would that
Yeah.
be moi j'adore or would it be j'adore moi? Think it would it be moi j'adore because everything's flipped, right?
Oh, I'm the worst person to ask. I have
I need to get one of your kids on the
French,
phone. They'll
I
know.
have French speaking people in my home. I am not one of them. Which you think I would have picked up a little bit here and there over the last, you know, 15-ish years that I've had a child in some sort of French immersion? Haven't.
Do I get one that says voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what are
Uh-huh.
other French sayings I know? You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course. Um, oh God.
What's the
I
French word for slut? I remember when I was in high school, we had to do, we were doing like a mock parliament thing, and I was chosen as one of the people running for prime minister, obviously,
Of
of
course you were.
course. And
Mm-hmm.
in my speech, I was the only person that did a part of it in French. Now, was the French completely grammatically correct? Not a chance. But did I deeply impress my teacher? You know the one. Yes.
The one
Yes.
I would want to
Of
impress?
course.
Of
Yes.
course.
Um,
Yep.
and I remember getting like a really good grade because it was like you were the only person that spoke in French in your
And
like
a
campaign speech.
Canadian leader would do that.
Yeah, that's part of it. You have to. It's not even I feel like it's not even optional.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing stopping me from leading this country.
Tell me something good. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I'm living for it. Look, I mean, we're recording this obviously before it releases. But between now, I
Yeah,
mean,
we
obviously,
do record all the episodes before they release. Yes.
this shit ain't live. The fact that we don't edit, it makes it seem live, but it's not.
This reminds me of the thing from my childhood that used to kill me the most, which was my mother when we would go into a store in the winter-ish months.
Her coat.
She would take her arm out of one arm of the coat, but she'd keep her arm in the other arm. She's laughing right now listening to this because she knows. And it just killed me. I would always say, on or off? On or off? Just pick one. We have a
Yep.
cart. You can put your coat in the cart. It was just, and I think, and now listen, I mean, sure, I'm sure she can attest to this. I feel like over time she started doing it just to get at me, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, it's the
Mhm.
one arm in, the one arm out. I'm like, you're dragging the other arm on the floor. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But it's this weather.
It is. The thing is, I forget. You've told me about this coat for so
Oh,
long, off and on
I
for
know, I know,
decades.
I know. It is
But I
one of my
forget-
biggest things.
I forget how much it kills you. For whatever reason, it just cracks me up that that's your thing. It's her half on, half off coat. And as soon as you said it's the weather with my mother, I was like, oh my God, the coat. I'd forgotten about the coat. And then every time you mention it, it kills me.
You know, there's definitely something for me to interrogate personally about why
Yeah.
it bothers me that much. I don't have a full answer to that, but yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. It is for some reason that it just kills me. I don't know. Point is, y'all made my damn day. Oh, this one says Lauren fucking Ash. Love that.
Love that energy.
And so please keep it up, but again, I just beg you not to throw them at me.
When in doubt,
Please.
when in doubt, maybe just leave it with
Just-
Merch Mom.
Yeah, leave it with Merch Mom. Place it gently on the stage. These are the better options. Because not only me, but I have to protect the eyes of those boys up there. You know what I'm saying? They're
Of
good boys.
course.
They're good boys. What I'm jazzed about is that we're in October baseball.
Oh, yes. I did
And-
see your win.
Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
This is the one time that our sports have overlapped. So this is the first week
Yeah.
ever that we were trying to schedule records around two different sports. Watching the Toronto Blue Jays
Oh, yeah.
beat the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
Mm.
And that's the game that was like that clinched them getting into the semifinals. I'm just using terms she'll understand, folks. So
Yeah.
that was the win. I don't think I've ever
Okay.
seen anything more delicious. Beating the Yankees in
Now-
their stadium, delicious.
But look, I could not be happier to see Toronto doing as well as they're doing. Toronto Blue Jays, let me say that to be clear. I just don't want anyone to misconstrue and think I may have meant the Maple Leafs.
We would never.
Yeah.
We would
Scott
never.
Lawton, I still think of you often and miss you and wish you well personally as a person, just not your team. As of this record, Dyson Hassenkoff remains in prison. May he rot. Reporting for True Crime and Cocktails, I'm Christy Oxborrow.
I loved that May he rot.
That was almost like Angela Lansbury or something.
It
I don't
did
know what
feel
happened.
Vaguely British, yeah.
I've always been drawn to the goalie. And I said it the other night when we were sitting around like after Thanksgiving, something came up about hockey and I was just like, I've always been drawn to the goalie. It's like I've always been drawn to the drummer in a band. I like the last line of defense. I like the guy at the back that most people don't pay attention to until it's too late. You know what I mean?
Well, I would say that the drummer, like the goalie, really is the heart of the show, you know? Like
100%. I think
Yeah.
that's it. Everyone's looking at like the stars up at the front. No one's looking at the guy back there.
Well, and you know where no one's looking is the bassist. And that's a shame because I'll be honest with you,
Yeah.
that bass player and that drummer, they're a match made in heaven. They're
Yeah.
they're keeping it all together for us. You know what I mean?
100%.
That's a partnership. And how
Right.
beautiful.
Like, have you watched a goalie mess up his crease in warm-up?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I grew up in a hockey town. I can follow the game. I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
I'm just meaning like, because of course they Zamboni, so the ice is very like fresh and all of this, and then a goalie will come in and they like kind of skate through their crease in front of the net to make it a little messy. I'm into it.
And you referred to this as messing up the crease.
I do. That's not what they call it. That's not official words.
Oh,
That's
I'm
this-
thinking about
that's this
I'm thinking
boob's
about
word.
messing up a crease also, but I feel like it's just too lewd for me to even say it. A lot of swearing in my live concert show. And, you know, I
Rock and
feel like
roll.
at this that's rock and roll. That's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You know? There is a song that I do. Listen, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a song that I do that has so much cursing, and I think I am going to slightly change it for my Belleville show only because I've had so many old teachers of mine reach out, and I was like, I don't know that I can go on stage and look the faces of the people who molded me. I don't know that I can do that, and then just be like, yeah, motherfuckers. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. When you say teachers,
Uh-huh. I don't know if he's coming.
okay. Yeah, of all the teachers I've had throughout my life,
Yeah.
there's like a handful that I remember, but God, I remember one of yours.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, no one had the impact on you like my teacher that you met for like one day. Maybe they just trusted the few of us that were running the assemblies. Maybe they just trusted us that we weren't going to do anything bad. I don't remember. Maybe we did have to run it by a teacher. We must have.
It's just so wild to me how different we were in school.
But you weren't pulling your pants down on stage?
No, you couldn't have paid me to get on stage. I would have avoided assemblies at all costs, let alone trying to help like run one.
Well, they're mandatory though. What, you're going to skip school? You're going to skip an assembly?
Yeah, you just go outside.
What?
By Nicolas Cage. What can I say? When I find an inn, no matter how small, I have to take it.
I just wrote down because sometimes I forget and sometimes I don't. And today I didn't. So I have notes throughout where I was like, is this leading to Nicolas Cage? And then I was like, did Nicolas Cage play a game against John Madden? Did Nicolas Cage briefly audition or try out for the NFL? And what's amazing is then I let it go. This isn't about that. And then you come in. You come in with the kill. It's perfection. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of True Crime and Cocktails. We're so glad that you're here. As always, I am your host, Lauren Ash. And as always, I am joined by my co-hostess with the most S, Christy Oxborrow. How you feeling?
Feeling kind of fishy. Oh, that was...
Folks,
not
for
my
those,
best.
For those
Not my
listening and not watching, i.e. the bulk of yous, we are, of course, debuting our first cosplay of cosplay season. How wonderful. The theme, Little Mermaid. My costume, Ariel.
Yep.
Christy Lynn's costume, Flounder.
Yep. Wonder Bar or a Reese cup?
Controversial choice.
Okay.
The Wonder Bar.
I'm going to say something disgusting.
I can't wait.
I've been known to you bite a little bit of the each end of a Wonder Bar. And then you're like a serial killer because then you peel back the thin layer of chocolate and you eat that center weird peanut butter Rice Krispie, whatever that is. You eat that by itself. I've been known to do that on multiple occasions, and yet somehow I'm taking Reese cups.
That's incredible.
I've also been known on the jumbo Reese cups. I eat around the full edge, just like a little corn, just all the way around the edge. Then you peel off the top chocolate, treat, bottom chocolate, treat. Just that peanut butter ball.
You can't. You cannot. You cannot gloss over. Peel off the top chocolate, treat. Peel off the bottom chocolate, treat. That is the purest, most adorable thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've lost it, and
Oh my God, it's been so long since we've seen you on Two Palm Bays. This is a gift.
This is Eat More Bounty.
Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Love a bounty.
I will move out of this house if someone brings coconut in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Related by blood, but such different tastes.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard you once refer to something as treat.
Peel off the top layer, treat. Pull off the bottom layer, treat.
What a psychopath. Oh, thank God it's just between you, me, and tens of thousands of our closest friends.
I have a couple questions. One, how are you eating a Kit Kat bar? Are you not breaking off each, literally break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar? Are you
yeah,
just
I'm not
hand-fisting the whole thing?
like a psychopath. No, I do have to break them. But if you're holding on to it for too long, you might get a little.
So you break it off and then you put it back in the package?
Only if I'm holding on to it for a considerable time. I've been known to peel off most of the package, just leaving a fingertip layer. And then, then you break them. And then you can, then you just, as it's, individual packages.
Treat.
It's going to happen more throughout this, dear people. And you know what? It's a give and take.
Absolutely. And this is the first boot nanny, so it's going to be everything's up is down, left is right.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats are friends, hamburgers are eating people.
That would be a nightmare
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who
The
knows?
thing you love the most turning on you that way? Come on.
But I love burgers so much I might just let it out.
She died doing what she loved.
There's a lot less player hugging than I expected. It's mostly high fives. And I was a little disappointed.
A lot of butt taps too.
Oh, sure. And I'm okay with that as well. It's just I love that this is how I'm phrasing it. I come from a hockey background and we're hugging all the time.
Well, there's also more equipment in between, right?
Oh, and they don't want to physically feel it in baseball.
Well, if they're hugging, they're feeling everything. You know what I mean? Like that's what my diary is about. You know what I'm saying?
We've turned it back to sexual. Okay,
yeah, it gets there very quickly. They wear tight pants. Yeah. My God, it was beautiful baseball, and we played it not by getting home runs. We played it the old-fashioned way, and we kept holding off those Dodgers, who are obviously one of the best teams in the league. And I think it was ultimately really a testament to what a great, great team we have. So I don't even see it as a real loss to me, because I think the real winning was the fact that they played that hard for that long. And one of my faves, Ernie Clement, did say something similar, that he's like, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically was like, we're not the typical, we're built different. We really want this. And I was like, yes, my guy.
I love you at all times, always. And I think that my love for you spikes the hardest when you're passionate.
Yeah.
Because, gosh, yeah, I get it. Look, I'll go put on a jersey now. I don't have one, but like if I did, I would go put on a Blue Jays jersey for sure.
I can get you one. You just say the word, baby.
You don't need to get me one. My point was, I briefly was like a Cubs fan. I guess if I was a real fan, I would have called them the Cubbies. But simply because that was the first, place I'd ever seen baseball, the only place I'd ever seen baseball. It was a beautiful thing. So I was just like, oh, okay, here we go, Cubs. And then not long after that, they won the first World Series in like 100 years or something. So you're welcome, Cubs fans. Now, I was recently informed that players get songs when they walk up to the bat.
Yeah.
And that feels so gangster to me. I don't know how to handle it. So then my question for you is, what would be your walk-up song?
It's a great question, and I've thought about it so much. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, I guarantee you have.
Part of me feels like Whiplash by myself. I would like to walk out to my own song. That would be nice.
Of course.
And I think that's the banger to do it. But if I'm not including myself, see, because it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to choose a song that you really like, or do you want to choose a song that's like a bit, or do you want to choose a song that's just like a pump up? You know what I mean? For example, Ernie Clement has been walking out to shout, hey, hey, makes me love him more. I'm like, I don't know what the story is behind that choice. I fucking love it.
It's tough. Like, do you want just to bring a vibe?
There's part of me that's like Crazy Train. You know what I mean? All aboard! That would be pretty great.
That is badass.
Yeah.
I like, having the fans do the I part as you're coming up, like that
Crazy Train might be the choice.
Up. Oh, I think you're right.
What would yours be?
Oh, like, would I take, and I can't believe this is how I'm wording it, one of my favorite songs of all time, which I can't believe I'm admitting this publicly, um, would I take I'm on a Boat by Lonely Island and have it altered so it says I'm at bat?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
But I mean, there's just so many parts of that song that make me laugh so hard. I think for me, if I'm looking for a gangster feel,
Yeah.
it's gonna have to be Lose Yourself. If you think I don't want to come up to that, like, oh yeah, I don't know. I
That's a
was
great
I
choice.
was literally quoting Lose Yourself the other day to someone who doesn't know the song and was like, I don't understand what you're saying. And I was like, you had to
Another
be,
one that's come to mind for me, Enter Sandman, Metallica,
oh, okay. Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
You're off to Never, Never Land. I mean, that
Oh,
would hit.
I think the greatest choice is something with just a dirty bass. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you want
totally.
just filth on that
Just
bass,
filthy.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like just dirty in there. I think that would be, I don't know what song that is.
I'm gonna just have to send a text to the band, to the boys. Hey guys, I've been talking to Christy, and we love
Yeah.
everything. We'd like to add a song with a filthy bass.
Hear me out. One of the greatest songs to ever have been created. We're Here for a Good Time by Trooper.
For all the money
Yeah, I
in the
know.
world, if you said, what is she, if you asked me, what is she gonna say right now?
Yeah.
Never would have gone there. And you're not wrong. It's a great choice.
I just it's always been there my entire life of as far as like what a great tune.
Yeah.
Like it puts you in a good mood. It's a great message. They're right. The sun can't shine every day. We aren't here for a long time. So have
Yeah.
a good time. My song choice would be different if I was playing in a lady league versus if some chance that it's just like, oh my God, they saw me hit a ball and they were like, she's it. And suddenly I'm on like an MLB team and it's just me and a full sausage party. Um, my song choice would be different.
What would the Lady League song be versus the
Oh,
MLB song? Because I feel like what you've been saying is the MLB song, right?
yeah. I mean the lady one. I mean, that could be Trooper. Um, that it would probably be like a lighter, like it might be more of a bit. Like, am I changing I'm on a boat to I'm up at bat? That was better. See, I'm workshopping that one. Would I make it like something funny or like something that would just like get attention? Sure. Cutesy, funny. Again, Trooper. Maybe that's when I get a bit sassy with a little like genie in a bottle. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah.
Something
But
like
then
that.
when you get onto that
Oh
MLB
my
field,
God.
it's filthy bass.
Enrico Iglesias Hero.
I mean, you know how much I love Enrique
Of
Iglesias.
course.
I like it. That song is my pump up song.
Oh,
That's my
baby, I
pre-audition
like
song.
it.
The
Yeah.
way you move on the floor. That's my new answer.
See, that's gonna pump you up to get out there.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Hell
But
yeah.
but yeah, if I'm like the only lady on a team of men, I'm either gonna have to go the filthiest bass that I've ever heard in my life, which I love that I can't think of a song with like just dripping in just gooey, dirty bass, like
Hmm.
the dirtiest bass, or because because I'm blanching on a team of just rock solid athletes, it would probably be the best to pick "Creep" by Radiohead.
Big plastic watering can. I'm just thinking now of like what are the worst songs? That would be a bum out, you
Oh,
know?
And I would think any sort of waltz or foxtrot.
Waltz or foxtrot?
I don't understand how we can hit record and we
Yep.
can talk about anything
Yep.
for the span of like 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
And suddenly I say something proving I've aged 20 years since we hit record. Like, they're not going to put an old timey like record player out there and you're not going to hear the of like they've put the needle on the record and you hear that hiss and you go and then all of a sudden it's like, some sort of old timey waltz.
I just don't think that in our entire relationship of 42 years, I just think this might be the first time I've ever heard you say the word foxtrot.
I think this also might be the first time I've ever mentioned Trooper.
Yeah, I guess Trooper shocked me less, ultimately.
Yeah, look. This is how you keep a relationship going for as long as we have.
It is. There needs to still be discoveries.
Delightful surprises.
40 years in, there needs to still be things that you go, I didn't know that about you.
I like a filthy bass.
And I like a filthy mouth. I don't know why. I didn't have to say it. It was just right there. I've had one glass of wine and it was small. It was small. It was a 6 ounce, not a 9. That's a guess. I'm not measuring my fucking wine, you know?
I don't have to remind the dear people that this isn't live. Like we recorded this in advance.
It is how it is the system we tend to use, yeah.
And just the fact that for us, which is fun because when we talk about stuff that hasn't happened for us yet, but it has happened for them, I feel like this makes us like a little time machine. But tomorrow's game 6? Is that correct?
Tomorrow is game 6.
Okay.
The Jays are up 3-2 in the series. If the
Right.
Jays win tomorrow, it's over.
Yeah. When?
If they lose, we go to Saturday, we go to game 7.
Right.
But I can't be at game 7, but I can be at game 6. So
Right. For the love of God, tag her. MLB.
Thank you.
We ask so little.
We really do. But yeah, it's interesting because, listening back to this, as I sometimes do, I listen to our show because I like listening to our banter.
Of course.
It's either going to be next week like, oh God, that's so cute, because then the next day they won the World Series.
Yep.
Or it might not be that, but I don't want to think about that.
Oh, I have to think that it's going to be positive, but
Yeah.
you know what they say? Have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.
You know what's funny? I don't normally like to give this peek behind the curtains.
Yeah.
But I take notes about where I want the ad breaks to go. And I had just written one down, which was you saying, for the love of God, tag her. But then you came back around with a funnier one. So I'm having to rewrite it and say, no, that callback. That's the comedy beat we go out on.
I love a callback.
Oh, same.
Where Rocky Balboa trained before his fight against Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, one of my childhood crushes. He's the first male bare bottom I ever saw as a child, and I was moved.
You just earnestly using the term bare bottom is so pure.
It's just, I think I was like 8 or 9 at the time, and I was very shocked. Maybe I was a little bit older. I can't remember. But it was on TV, and I was shocked to see it. I could not believe that they would ever put that on TV. And it was just a shot of him from behind.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the day Blanche was born. Look him up. He still looks great. Not the point. Not the point.
I gotta call out the elephant in the room, obviously.
Sure.
Since the last episode was very hopeful, obviously, about the World Series, and that has since happened.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to say. I'm not sad that they lost, for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm sad for them.
I was just gonna say, wow, starting it with lies, but
No,
but
I
okay,
can
yeah,
put
I get
myself
that.
aside
I
because for
get
me,
that.
those boys are the biggest winners on the planet. Like there's
Of
I feel like they
course.
fought the most amazing battle. That was some of the best baseball I feel like ever played. Apparently, Game 7 was the most watched game, World Series game of all time.
I'm not surprised. I started calling Ernie Ern.
Sure.
I shouldn't call him Ernie, let alone Ern. But I was like, that a boy, Ern. Ern?
Here's the thing. Ernie's the one guy who'd love it. He'd love it.
He is the guy that talked about playing with like 30 of his best friends,
Yeah.
which I
He
was very charmed by.
he also talked about how he felt like the one thing that the Blue Jays had going for them was, quote, the power of friendship.
Which I think the same for us. So I think deep down he'd like us.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
not deep down. He'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah, not
oh,
deep down.
that's friends. That's friends.
That's buddies.
A few moments later.
And then just put on Dateline on a loop.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, there's something for me I find comforting about the cadence, especially of Keith Morrison. There's something
Sure.
about the sound of it. If I'm cleaning my home, for example, I like the sound of Dateline specifically. It's like how when I go to a hotel room, I want the sound of the Kardashians reality show or nothing else. I don't need to watch it any other time, but if I'm in a hotel room, there's something about that tone that just it numbs the brain. And for me, Dateline, I like it as white noise because we millennials, like we were born before the internet. Like we were
Right.
not born before, but like we were fully functioning children before, and that we've seen both sides. I do think that that is a
Yeah.
weird place to be.
Oh, 100%. Like, again, I think of like it's all the stories people tell of like, well, when I was a kid in the summer, we were told, leave the house, come back when it's dark. If you need a drink, there's a hose. Whereas now it's like, oh, my kids have a mini fridge in the garage. Oh yeah,
Does he listen to the show? Did we talk about that detail?
I don't believe he does. He
Because I know
tells
he's
other
been
people
promoting it, which is much appreciated.
he does. Anytime anybody, like they don't even have to say like anything about a podcast. They just have to simply say like something as benign as like, "Oh, so I'm going to be driving home this weekend. It's going to be a long drive." And he'll be like, "You know what you should do on a long drive? You should listen to True Crime and Cocktails." And I'm like, "I don't even ask. I've never once asked him to do it. He just automatically does it."
It's very sweet. We should get him business cards made. He's our official hype man. He's our Flava Flav.
Oh, and then we're going to get all the university kids
Yeah.
who don't know who Flava Flav is.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
tried to get an app the other day um, to help me identify trees. And
I guess what I have to follow up with,
why am I looking at trees?
no,
Oh, okay.
not why are you looking at them?
Why do I care their names?
I guess it's just new to me
Yeah.
for you.
Yes.
So is this a thing
Mhm.
now? Like, is this a, like, are you becoming an arborist, an arbor enthusiast?
Oh, sure. No, I I think 2025 is just like my nature year.
For a woman who's self-described as indoorsy, please continue.
Oh yeah, I've called myself a shut-in many times. So then I started finding like fun trees. And I was like, look at this beauty. And then next thing I know, I'm like, I should find out what these are called because my brain tells me if I'm going to show something, I should educate about it because my brain is always number one, right? You should entertain and educate. To me, because of how we grew up, those two things are intertwined.
You have an obligation. I get
Yeah.
it.
LeVar Burton, Mr. Rogers, Mr.
Yeah.
Dressup, Sesame Street, Miss Frizzle. They all taught me if you're going to educate and entertain, you do them together and they won't even realize they're learning. I don't know. Nature 2025 may turn into a Nature 2026 is all I'm saying.
2026, get out and pick up sticks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Leaves and sticks.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Berries and sticks.
I like that sticks is really gonna be the sticking point there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sticking point.
Oh, I mean, that was beautiful.
You
That was
don't even know
beautiful.
when you're on sometimes.
It doesn't matter how much time you spend with children. When you are the grown-up running a child's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
nothing prepares you for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of how old that child was at the time. I want to say he was about 10-ish. Well, maybe a little younger, maybe like 8 or 9. We at a very specific party, and one kid came, and he was just so excited to be there, and he was a delight and running around. And then like he came up to me at one point and went, "Oh, did you know my grandma has nipples?" And before I had a chance to even think of how to respond, he was gone. Just gone, like running around. He was like, "And I've entertained her for today." And I was like, I've never forgotten that child. I've never forgotten him looking me in the eye and giving me that information.
I mean, listen, we are the queens of the long distance friendship.
Yes. Yeah. We've never
It's all we've
lived-
ever known.
We've never lived in the same city.
And isn't that a travesty?
It is. That's why I think we are owed a retirement
Mm-hmm.
where we live in the same place. Again, I know I feel like I'm pushing you on this, and I will give you options when the time comes, but I just picture us in a seaside town because I just, for some reason, feel like it'll be nice to see the sea, and I feel like they're going to have the best farmers markets. Why do I think that?
Because
Why?
immediately I'm thinking New England. Now, who knows? Who knows what state countries are going to be in by then? But listen, I'm already picturing it. You're right.
And look, he's on board. I'm not saying my husband had the greatest face in that moment when he realized my retirement plan is you and me. I mean, I did tell him when he proposed, I was like, I just need you to know you're always going to be like number 2. And he was like, I know, like you're a mother. And I was like, Lauren. I was like, I'm like, Lauren is always like, I called you after the proposal. Like I called you on the way to the car.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't even give us time as a couple to like celebrate in that moment. I was calling you I think he was standing up off the knee and I was calling you. Like I was, yeah, but I was like, just so you know, I'm a package deal. It's just always.
Listen, we've never hit it. It was never, this isn't something that's getting slid onto the table now.
No.
No,
We've
no,
always
no.
been very upfront about it.
Very clear.
Yes.
Very clear. Crystal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've got the t-shirts now, so we're bitch 1 and bitch 2.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess in that world, he's bitch 3. These 2 old biddies, which might be the name of our podcast, our retirement podcast when we start.
Yeah.
It's you and me, baby. Like
Yeah,
that's it. We spent so many years living apart. We deserve our final years to be living together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not forcing the same house. I'm just saying same town, and then it's be the same house.
I assumed we'd be sharing a bed.
Honestly, same.
Right?
Same.
It would be like we do in a hotel. There's an eating bed and there's a sleeping bed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Because you can't get crumbs in the sleeping bed.
What I think we need is you know how you see sometimes those stories of like the family, the co-sleeping families?
Yes.
And they have those giant beds, like they've put together 2 kings.
Yep.
And it's just a massive room. And then there's all the animals. That's what I want
we
for
need.
us.
Yeah.
Will people
Yeah.
think that we're, a grosser, weirder version of Grey Gardens because we were also sharing a bed together? Possibly. You know what I say to that? I
Yeah.
invite you to ride the toe of my boot.
Let us have joy. We've been waiting so long for that specific joy just to be there.
Yes.
Let us have our moments.
Let us have our time. It's nobody's business whose bed we're sleeping in. Sure,
Correct.
the local kids are going to be like those old two lesbos, but that's why
Yeah.
we're not going to have neighbors.
Well, and that's also not the first time we've been called lesbians.
And it won't be the last.
Correct.
I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for you. But at the time, I was completely disconnected from the concept of how cute we were.
Yeah.
I really was. Like, they weren't bringing other girls back to the RV.
We did appear to be the only crowd members that they brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think didn't, it never occurred to me. And that's something that happened throughout my teens, that I was so disconnected from that concept that it was like anyone was interested. That was like when I found out, like, after high school, you know what I mean? That like, that it was like one of my high school friends was in love with me and would like, and then all of a sudden it was like, that's why he would show up with flowers. That's why he was doing this. That's why he was doing that. And I was like, I thought he was just being a good friend. Oh, I know. I just was never connected to it. I never clued in.
Oh, it's like how it took me decades to go, oh, dudes like red hair.
Again, as we've said on this show before, I've watched cars careen through traffic to flop a U to be like, hey, what you doing? To her, not to me.
It was a wild experience to have a car, like almost hearing like the sound of like shrieking brakes, like as they're just like trying so badly to get quickly to the side of the road. And I was like, what's happening? Because I've always like been small town. So going to like Toronto, I was like, oh, never see. And I was like, this is the kind of stuff that happens all the time. And you're like, no.
Oh, the whole thing is trouble. Like, it's trouble. It's trouble,
Or Donna.
Spells trouble.
Yeah. Calling that back from
Ugh.
like 2 years ago.
That's so beautiful.
Well,
I gotta say, there is a Bert and Larry video in my live show,
right?
and people go nuts every night.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bert and Larry. That brief moment that kind of, I believe, came to you just in a moment of like, because that was for the season 4 coming out, wasn't it? We were like, we should do an ad. We should do some
Something
sort of
like that.
promo videos for that. And then that idea came out. And then I just remember the night of us texting back and forth and Bert and Larry were born.
Oh, it's
Because
so good.
we were like screenshots of costume pieces. What are we going to try and do? And then we were like, ooh, like an 80s infomercial type. And then just the Bird brothers were born.
The Bird brothers.
Yeah.
I remember too, I named you I remember I was like, my name's Larry Bird, whatever, and this is my brother Bert, and then you broke and you were like, my name is Bert Bird. I just remember that, which was so funny. But the one moment for me that I will not change, that does not get a laugh, is when I play Violet by Hole, and then we
Nice.
finish, and I say, that's my favorite song Kurt Cobain ever wrote. Never gets a laugh.
Wow. I love that. I'm like, God, is it still too soon
I don't know
to
if it's
mention
too
him
soon
in some way? But
or if it's too late. I think some people forget that I'm like, because they were married and everybody used to say that Kurt Cobain wrote all of Courtney Love's songs.
right.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Now, I
Right.
don't know whether, again. Yeah, in Montreal, somebody went, oh. Like, I was like, are we really like, I'm coming for Courtney Love. I'm certain that Courtney Love, first of all, will never hear it. And if she did, she's not going to give a shit. I think she's heard worse. Everyone believes she killed Kurt. Like, I think Lauren Ash saying, ooh, maybe Kurt Cobain wrote Violet is probably pretty low on her list of like attacks.
I think once you've been accused of hiring people to murder your own husband, I think that Yeah, I think anything else, just water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's a lot of layers. An onion.
yeah. Didn't she date Ed Norton at one point?
Yes.
And Steve Coogan.
Yes.
Hmm.
Which I think might be the one I'm the most jealous of.
Steve Coogan?
I love Steve Coogan.
Oh, I'm not denying. I was just very surprised that. So, okay, wait. Now, are we saying like of her entire dating history?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd have to pull up a list to make sure that I'm not misspeaking, but like from the ones that I know,
Yeah, well, for
Courtney
me,
Love, relationship history. Noel Fielding, remember him?
yes, I do.
Oh, yeah, you love him.
I do love Noel.
Steve Coogan, my heart. Julian Casablancas, a brief yet passionate romance in the early 2000s, a founding member of The Strokes.
Interesting. She's got a type.
Jim Barber, I don't know him.
No.
Scott Weiland? Really?
Really?
Jesse Camp. I don't know who he is. He was a wannabe a VJ. I mean, he's got a vibe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Very in my wheelhouse. Ed Norton, Gavin Rossdale.
Shit, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like
Trent Reznor.
Oh.
You know how much I love Trent Reznor.
Jeez. I'm going to say this, and I say this with nothing but love and respect. That's a hell of a list.
It's the holiday season. Couldn't
Yeah.
be more excited. I have been going, I'm back in Los Angeles for anybody keeping track, and I have been going crazy trying to catch up on Christmas shopping
Oh, sure.
because I'm behind. So I'm like trying to get the house decorated, trying to get gifts bought, all of the above,
Of
what
course.
have you. And I'll say it, I'm fucking festive over here.
I like that energy. Yeah, I want to say 93, 94.
If you know what? Maybe Laurel's still awake.
When did we get engaged?
Hey, what year did we go to Regina for Christmas? We're in the middle of recording the podcast. This is imperative.
Oh.
So I'm also trying to judge it by that. I did have the shorter haircut also. Look at those two.
Adorable.
How cute.
My poor cat getting squished in the middle.
He loved it.
He did.
I think
He
he
did.
loved it.
Now, the photo you had, I had my eyes closed, right?
Yep.
But look at the photo that we posted back for the Hootenanny. You're the one with the eyes closed.
What I like is they took two back to back, and this was in the day of film cameras. And
Yeah.
you got the one with the eyes open, your eyes open, and I got the one with my eyes open.
Can we digitally make it so both of our eyes are open? Like, can we somehow put these photos together?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that should happen.
I didn't take no for an answer. And guess what? Dreams can come true. Looking at everything that we do. No, you got to have them. You got to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
You said shock probation.
Mm.
I said 2 pink, 1 stink. More like shock penetration. I'm sorry.
That's a glass of wine.
You don't want to wear a pair of gitch?
Thank you so much for Gitch. I feel so few people use Gitch.
Gitch is
Like,
I
as a
like
term.
Gitch. I like Gitch a lot. And again, it just feels like I don't know, for me, like maybe was there nowhere to sit? Like if I'm going to be sitting, I like there to be just even a thin layer of fabric between my wee-wah and a chair. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and by wee-wah, I'm talking about my butthole.
Fascinating. I
Well-
thought you were referring to your
My flim flam.
woo. Your flim flam. Yeah. Yeah. I thought
No.
we were talking front butt.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I, in a way, I guess maybe I did, but I guess I was meaning like I understand that he doesn't have a flim flam. Flam jam, put it on a piece of ham. Thank you, ma'am. So I was suggesting again that would be the like he and I both have a butthole in common. I have derailed.
him and I both have a butthole in common is a phrase that's gonna haunt you till the end of time.
I know we don't normally make promos from this late in the episode, but consider it. I don't want a tech person chiming in and explaining to me. I don't want it explained. I just
Sure.
want a bitch. I just want a bitch. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you give me the glory of this little dog photographed in a red and white striped sweater with a hood that goes up covering her ears. So it's just her tiny face showing. And then this kind of almost like floppy elf top with a pom pom. You capture that. And then you just think, she can wait 48 hours.
That's
You
insane.
haven't met me, JC of the JC Penny.
Of course. Of
You don't
course.
know who you're dealing with. I'm hyper fixating on this. It's all I can think about. Ask me how many times I've refreshed my email. Don't, because I don't know. The number is
Countless.
astronomical.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, asking us to wait for anything is, I mean,
Oh.
you're just cruising for a bruising at that point. So I think I'm just already going to go, even though we're still like a month out, I think I'm just going to go into the new year being like, take more time to chill out.
Wasn't that your New Year's resolution for 2025?
I think so.
I'm
And
pretty sure.
And then I started the year with a massive entire house organization plan.
I think your New Year's resolutions since year 2 of this show have been to take more time to relax, work-life balance, breaks. Like, I think that's been, and listen, I say this, I am not throwing stones from my fucking stained glass house. Because guess what? I do the same thing every year. I'm like, this is going to be the year I hire a cleaning person. This is going to be the year that I outsource the cleaning. Have I done it? Well, I did have someone come a few times.
Hey,
just to do the kitchen and the bathrooms.
That's better than nothing. Baby steps.
I know. But again, 2 days ago, I'm looking around this house and I was just like, my nightmare is to have anybody physically organize my things for me. That is like, people offer all the time. And I don't know how to politely say, like, that is nightmare fuel for me.
Of course.
Truly.
Of course.
I've gotten better in that I'm like the kitchen, the bathrooms, like these are things that I can relinquish. But let me tell you something. When I walk into that bathroom after someone's come in and professionally cleaned it and they've moved everything, it is deeply uncomfortable to the core of my being. And I don't ask because I don't know. And there's also a pair that I've been looking for over a week. A specific Christmas pair. They are not in this house, man. They are not in this house. I've become convinced I've left them in a hotel room somewhere. And all I have to say is this. Those were limited edition. They were only available one season. And I hope whatever asshole found them, they're really enjoying them.
I love that there's just no thought in your mind that maybe it's somewhere in the house. Maybe it accidentally got put in a Christmas bin instead of like a Disney bin or something. I just like that you're just immediately like, it's not here. It's been stolen.
And I want this to be, if nothing else, something that, young people, especially women, I want you to hear me. The type of man that's thinking about your life insurance policies is not it. And I'm going to tell you why. I want to remind people that straight men have to be reminded to buy new underwear when their underwear gets holes in it. They have to be reminded that the socks that are full of holes are probably not useful to them anymore. And I know that I'm being glib and I'm speaking in general terms, but my point just is that I think if someone tells you, and I know sometimes these life insurance policies can get taken out without your knowledge. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying if your partner comes to you and says, I think we should take out an accidental death policy on you. I think we need more life insurance policies on you. Run away. Run away.
Mhm.
That's where his focus is.
Yeah.
I know a lot of men who don't know anybody's birthday in their own families. They rely on their wives for that. That's kind of the norm. Again, I'm speaking generally, and I know that's not the truth, but that's what we've had so many sitcoms about over the years.
Yeah.
I don't think that those men, who are great men, by the way, are the ones going, you know what we need to tackle? Your life insurance dollars. It just is not, it's a red flag.
You know who's not talking about life insurance policies? The King of Queens.
Thank you very much. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. And he
Right?
loved the hell out of her. You know what I'm saying?
He loved her
I'm
so
not
much,
saying-
but for the love of God, he couldn't tell you where those scissors were, even though they've been in the same place that they have been the entire time they've lived in that house.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
saying, listen, you could argue that it's a charming trait of men that you know they need to have women in their lives to help them in these ways. I'm not saying that
You
it
could
makes.
argue
If
that.
in fact, if anything, I'm saying that's probably a pretty decent guy. You know, a guy doesn't. Guys wearing a pair of underwear that are you know only being held together by a lick and a dream. That guy's probably don't write him off. That guy says we need to take out $1 million life insurance policy on you. Nope. Nope. I don't trust it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of True Crime and Cocktails. We're so glad that you're here. But I shouldn't say another episode because it's a very special episode. This is, of course, Holiday Hootenanny 6 Muppets from Space. We could not be more excited to be here. As always, I'm joined by my co-hostess with the mostess, Christy Oxborrow. How you feeling?
Oh, I am so jazzed. So jazzed. I mean,
Listen.
when else can you bust out the wig caps?
Is it that she's so small and requires such a small amount of oxygen? Is it because her lungs are like, oh God, think about how cute her lungs would be.
You've crossed over to a level of motherhood that I don't know if you even see it. Like, can you imagine how cute her lungs would be?
They'd be teeny tiny though. Like, think about it. My
Yeah.
God.
And I had this like emotional moment on the fucking shitter, sitting there being like, oh my God, my cat does like me, whether she admits it or not. This is her showing she cares. She knows I'm vulnerable. She needs to make sure I'm protected. If any danger came, would she be the first one out of there? Of course. So she's protecting nothing. But her instinct was protect that woman because she's one of us. And in that like I got really emotional about it to
I
the
get
point
it.
where I'm publicly talking about pooping, which is not the first time. We
Oh,
do it. There's a fucking book about it. Santa Claus has my dream job.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I mean, I'd prefer to be Mrs. Claus, but like, you know, with what I assume many spreadsheets.
I think we all know that she's the brains behind the operation.
Of course. She's
Yeah.
making the elf schedule. She's like figuring out which elves have which kind of allergies when it comes to the baking to make sure that, you know, their cookie cocoa breaks are all safe for everyone. I just assume they all have cookie cocoa breaks, and I think that's because of the Tim Allen movie, The Santa Claus.
I love it. And what I like is that in the world of magic that they
Yeah.
live in,
Yeah.
some of them still have allergies.
I just assume allergies are something we can't get around.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you live in a magical world with flying reindeer and a large man who goes down chimneys every night,
Yeah.
what you can't run away from is an
Gluten
aversion to
allergies.
peanuts. Yeah,
Fred Claus from 2007.
personal favorite of mine.
One of my favorite depictions of the North Pole.
Yeah.
Do I absolutely cry like a baby
The snow
every
globe?
time? The snow globe! I just want to see people open gifts.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Watching my kids open stuff. And it's usually watching people open stuff that they're like, how did you remember I mentioned this literally once to you 5 years ago? And I'm like, I know. Like that's my heroine.
Jesus, that's extreme. I love it.
That's how I feel about gift giving. Extreme.
Amazing.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy
I feel
holidays,
it in my
everybody.
fingers.
I feel it in my toes.